Omnidog and the Minister of Comics talk forever, get right your ergonomics. Taking questions from the chat. With a name like that, you think they talk more about the bat. Baturday, Baturday, in the BatCave.
Heyo, and welcome to Baturdays in the BatCave with Omnidog. That's me, and the Minister of Comics. Whoop, that's him. How's it going, Minister?
Doing pretty good. What's the Waspinator?
I think that's a holdover from when I'm in the Omnibros show, as I'm the only wasp.
Okay, gotcha.
Everyone else is
Right.
has
Not.
some type of non-wasp.
Right, everybody else is
I'm the
not.
only
I get
wasp.
it.
So I'm the Waspinator.
Well, now there's two of us, so it doesn't really work.
Okay, I'll change it. Just a sec. Edit name and headline. I'll take it back to the classic leave. Oh, spell leave right. Leave me alone. There. That's better. Uh-oh. Shashi says, Minister is back. I'm waiting on that JLA Snyder Run review from both of you.
That's been like 5 years.
I
still haven't finished it. I read the first hardcover twice, and I haven't finished that.
Same. And
what is it about that run that we have a hard time with?
I don't know, because it's not bad to me.
It's dense. I'll put it that way. It's dense.
Yeah, and we need it, but we need to go into death metal, which leads into the rest of DC. So I don't. we are having the hardest time. We were right on top of metal. We were like, here's metal. Here's how it's organized. And like death metal, or like 2 years ago, something happened. So I don't know.
I'm so behind. I haven't read death metal either because of that, so I don't know what's going on.
Right. I haven't. I don't think you are supposed to read death metal without. I think JL by Snyder leads into it, right?
That's what I've heard. It's hard for me to say until I've read it. I'm just going off of people have told me at this point.
Let's see. Happy Baturdays. Oh, Hayden, you're so nice. Thank you. Yeah, and I think we both agree that Drowned Earth was a bit of a slog. And that is Jake from Brave and the Boys. And he is, JL by Snyder had some filler arcs. What am I doing here? Razor Ramen, this is what a wasp is. That's us. The two of us. I think that also applies to T-Lar Blunt. And in our circle of friends, I think that's it. We are equal opportunity weirdos. Anybody that speaks comics, we're friends with. We don't discriminate, right?
I don't think so. We only discriminate against annoying people. That's it.
Oh, well, let me highlight him right here. Cycle Cleveland went and created an Omnidog's Vault Discord. I now have a Discord channel or something. I went into it, and it was I don't know. What am I supposed to do with the Discord? I will put I'll make a link for it, and I'll put it in the description. I believe James, super producer James, has already listed the invite, but you're all invited to my Discord. I don't know if I'm supposed to show up at a certain time and take questions or something, because that just seems like another time suck to me, where I'm going to get lost talking to Cycle Cleveland about Howard Stern show stuff.
This is a fantastic advertisement for your Discord.
Yeah, don't join it.
I don't know how it works, and at the time suck. And how many people were even in it? Do you know?
I when I joined, I think that made it 16. I think.
Gotcha.
I don't know. Oh, Super Laugh Hard can't stay. Apologies, but I have to watch this on catch up. Have a great show, one and all. Thank you for being here, my friend. Aria is here, who said so many nice things about me on the 15-year anniversary show. Oh, here's Mallory. Mallory, peace and love. Your package will be going out Wednesday. Everybody's package, including Cycle Cleveland's and Lionheart's, and everybody will be going out Wednesday. Peace and love, because it's like an 8-day weekend. But I'm glad to see you, Mallory. That's good. That's good you're here. Shashi also loves it when we drop a live show. Cycle's talking about it's the Omnidog Discord. Okay, good. Okay, here is the Discord. If you, I will put a link in there, and there's already a section for roasting very fine condition. It's called Omar Roast section or something. And all that's in there is a comment by Bar, which is great. I think it's funny as heck. So let's see. And of course, it's that's me. Happy Boppy Bonilla Day. That's July 1st, where this is 2023, so it's 23 years of getting $1 million. Wait a minute, why is that? Did you just hear that?
I did.
That's the Fakakta Discord, but I closed my Discord. Why am I getting that little doo-doo? Oh my God, Discord's the new thing that's going to haunt me and make me hate it. What the heck? Well, why am I getting that? God, I hate my life.
Oh man.
I don't have it open. Well, okay, wait. Here's Discord. Okay, wait.
Can you just close it on your browser?
Discord detected a dude. No, oh my God, don't switch. No, go away. Okay, wait. I'll just quit out of it. I think that's what the issue is. What a freaking world this is. Of course, if you want to send me an email about how much you want to join Discord, go right ahead. Here's my email address. Organic Price Books, code Omnidog for $2 off and 5% off shipping. 3 or more books and Omnidog, ship it together. And tonight we actually have a topic, and it's a good topic. And I think it was your idea. Wasn't it your idea?
I think so.
Jess gonna play games on Twitch too. I think okay.
I don't think you'll get as many Twitch followers as a young attractive girl playing video games. That seems to be the most popular demographic for the most popular creator on Twitch right now. I'll never understand that. Like the height of boredom as a kid was watching my brother play video games, and now kids like watch people play video games and pay to watch people play video games. I'll just never understand that. Because the only time I watch video games on YouTube is when I'm stuck on a level and I don't know how to get past it.
Right.
That's the only time I ever watch games on YouTube. That's it.
I think it's pretty girls playing games.
Yeah, that's the big one.
I don't know why.
People watch, like, they just watch regular people play video games too. Like non-attract. Yeah, I think so. I mean,
unattractive guys. I
think so. I mean, you guys can say so in the chat. I think it's like a mixture of both. I'm pretty sure the most popular ones are probably attractive people, but I think there are some people who actually watch certain channels because the person's that good at the game.
Okay.
And they enjoy to watch it.
Okay. Well, that I can see that if somebody's really good. So they wouldn't want to watch me because A, I'm not an attractive girl, and B, I currently suck at video games because I never get to play them.
I haven't played a video game in like a year, I think. It's been a long time.
You have to set the Discord to a community first. Oh my God, what is happening to me? Still waiting on just to start a TikTok. I would be older than everybody in there by like 45 years. Yeah, I noticed when I went in there, there's all these giant GIFs that are appearing. I was like, where is anybody talking? It's just a bunch of blobby grape colored GIFs that are happening. Jake trolling, just spamming the Discord. Oh, that's what. Okay, so I quit out of Discord. So, let's see. Okay, they're talking about chess. Right. No, I just quit out of Discord. Omar Roast Room. That's what it's called. Yeah. Oh, so rare. I do them all the time. There's Jake that I just had a fun live stream with on Thursday. I think Mr. Awesome's being sarcastic. More of that Pittsburgh sarcasm. Up to 22 in the Discord now. Do a 4-hour stream and keep plugging the Discord and watch it go over 9,000.
The Dragon Ball Z reference.
Oh, is that right?
Over 9,000, yeah.
What is
it's
that
like
mean?
It was like a power level. It's over 9,000.
Oh,
because all they do is scream in that show. That's why there's Dragon Ball Kai, which is like the edited version, because the original, there's like episodes where like there's two guys facing off and people on the sidelines being like, oh no, and just like there's like they're powering up like ah, and it's like they cut down on the power ups, they cut down on the superfluous thinking thought bubbles of the people in the audience. So it's a lot of times it's a lot of people doing nothing and just kind of reacting to things. That's why
I think I have heard about that.
You've seen Dragon Ball Z, so you know all about it because you watched with Tyler.
I had it shoved down my throat.
How many did you watch with him?
Let me think. I think he had me watch like 5 minutes of the first 5 minutes each of like the first 9 episodes. He found I think I've tried to block it out of my memory, but he got me up to the point where I learned that Goku faces off against some turtle guy or something, and kicks him into space. I can't remember. I saw Master Roshi, who I'm supposed to look like.
He's bald though.
I know, right? But he has the beard.
That's true. Goatee, yeah. And sunglasses.
Oh, right. I don't have mine on. So I think he just got the highlights for me of like the first 10 episodes and showed me what it was about and why it was so amazing, because nothing had ever been that violent on television before. And that's why he said that was the greatness of it, was that, it was usually like Super Friends and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, here comes Goku killing people.
Right. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Awesome, you're going to have to join my Discord now. Hey, Axel, how's it going? I figured out how to. Okay, Chris Davis has a similar deal with the Orioles. I found out about that today during the Mets game. Thanks, Nman40. William Lee is here. How's it going? I joined the Discord. I promise to only be slightly chaotic. You can be as chaotic as you want. Oh snap! I'm about to bust. Okay, Brick Breaker. Welcome. People watch two wasps talk comics too. It's crazy. Who here would watch Just Play? I think you mean Animal Crossing.
The Animal Farm's the George Orwell book.
Right. Just is better at killing people. Yeah, I think James was supposed to clip that from my show with Jake. Hey, we are watching two. Oh, hey, I take that personally. Non-attractive guys talk about comics. More people like games than people like comics. I hate everything about that sentence. Stop. Oh, Johnny's happy to see you.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yeah, there. Yeah. And by the way, I've seen Taylor's wife, and Taylor has to be attractive to have snagged somebody that attractive. So
That's not necessarily true. She is attractive. She is unbelievably attractive, but I don't know if it means that I'm attractive, though. I don't know if that's true.
I think we both agree we outkicked our coverage, as we say.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Your wife doesn't seem like somebody that would just take pity on somebody.
That's true. It's funny how people always say, "Oh, you married out of your league" to men. Can you imagine saying that to a woman like, "Oh, you married out of your league"? Like it's totally a double standard. You could never say that.
I don't think that was ever a good thing to say to a woman. Like,
Well,
not even back in the 1920s or something.
I love that episode of Curb where him and Jeff are going to meet an inventor to see if they want to invest in his new car periscope, and they're really unsure about it. But then he's like an attractive guy, and he's an inventor and stuff. And they meet his wife, who's not attractive at all. And so him and Jeff had a sidebar, and Larry goes, "You know what? I was really unsure about this, but now I'm totally sure. That's a man of integrity. He could have anyone he wants, so he married her." He's like, "I know that." He's like, "I know this is on the up and up." So that's why he chooses to invest in the car periscope, because the guy could have married someone more attractive, but he didn't.
Car periscope? What season was that?
Season 8, when he lives in New York City for a season, and so it's like you can look at the traffic patterns ahead to see which way you want to go. That's a great episode.
I gotta get back to that show. I really do.
He ends up getting on the outs with the inventor because they're at the movies and he has to go to the bathroom. He's like, "Oh, my popcorn." She's like, "I'll hold it for you." And he's like worried that she'll eat it because she's overweight. And he's like, no. He's like, "No, I'll take it in with me." She's like, "No." And then they get really mad about it. And the guy's like, I can't have you invest with me anymore. I just can't do it. And the guy ends up making like millions of dollars, and Larry loses out on it because he wouldn't let the girl have his popcorn because he was worried that she would eat it.
That was the inventor's wife?
Yeah, because she was like overweight. So he thought if he gave her his popcorn to hold, she would eat it and he wouldn't be able to have it. So
how do you send out a casting call for that?
That's what I've always thought of. Like, there's sometimes in shows they call for like an overweight or unattractive person. It's like, who wants to be that person? Yeah. I don't know. I can't imagine like being like, I really want to respond to this casting call, but it's better to do that than not work, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, Brave and the Boys, the Michael J. Fox episode is great, where he lives above above Larry, and he keeps stomping and doing all these other things. And Larry doesn't know if it's Parkinson's or him trying to get back at him. That's a good one. Like he gives him a Diet Coke and he opens up and it blows all over his face. He's like, "You did that on purpose?" No, it's Parkinson's.
Oh, because he was shaking the can?
Right.
Oh, God.
That's a great episode.
I definitely do not have TikTok or OmniFans.
OnlyFans?
I already did that. You can play Tetris on Switch. I was no good at Tetris. Oh, Natural Bridge is asking you for your scalped hardcovers.
No, those are pretty hard to get now. You have those too, don't you? Somewhere, I'm guessing.
This is funny. Yeah, they're over in the DC and indie room, which is over there. And Jake walked in on Thursday, and he was looking around. And he goes, "So tell me about your organization system," which of course I don't have. There's like a shelf of Scalped, and then next to it is Deadly Class, and then next to that is Greg Rucka books. And I'm like, yeah, I haven't really figured it out for that room. This room's organized, but that room is a work in progress.
That reminds me of, you ever see Apocalypse Now?
A long time ago.
Well, remember how it's Martin Sheen has to go after Marlon Brando's character, and he's like going crazy, going AWOL, and he sees him at the end and he's like, and Marlon Brando says to Martin Sheen, "Don't you approve of my methods?" And Martin Sheen says, "I don't see any method at all." That's kind of like what's like with your organization. I don't see any method at all.
Yeah, there's no method at all in there, Jake. Plus, an Omnidog Discord, the very few of us who don't have shows with Omnidog and video chat there. Yeah, Mr. Awesome, after I was doing the show with Jake was just saying that I was just having everybody's appearing on my channel. This is true. I viewed just the welcome channel in the Discord. I don't. Yeah. Okay. I don't understand anything about this. Ronda Rousey, I know who that is, was Majin Vegeta today at Money in the Bank.
I don't know what that means either.
Okay. I know who Ronda Rousey is.
I understand that part. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The best channel on Discord, there is a Goiter Corner, and he set up a cycle reviews for himself. Yes. Chris Original Recipe, welcome. And here's Call Me Top Gun, welcome. I gave Justice's account the power to do basically everything, but he probably won't know how anyway. True. Can't wait to hear your in-depth thoughts on the Dark Knight Strikes Again, Psycho Cleveland. Yo, guys, what are your thoughts on Azzarella's New 52 Wonder Woman? Currently loving New 52 Justice League and kind of want to jump in. I feel like we both have thoughts on that.
I like it.
I do too.
I think it's a good, I mean, it's somewhat of a good starting point because, well, it's good to read that and then also read Greg Rucka's run and then his Rebirth run because it kind of solves the mystery of how is Diana both made of clay in the original series and then she becomes a daughter of Zeus in the New 52 run and kind of goes after that idea because they kind of change her origin for New 52, but then Rebirth kind of brings things back to the status quo that it was before.
Yeah, so we think you should read it. I love it. I have it. What do I have? I have it in absolute because I love the art so much and I love the story. So, yeah, you should read it. I think you'll enjoy it. We both think you'll enjoy it. No, I haven't looked for Stormwatch since you left. I've been reading Marvel comics. Sergeant Savage is here. I tell we all agree that, yeah, you're lucky you found somebody at all. So,
we've never met your wife and we agree.
Yeah. Could be anybody. Dragon Ball Z and Batman the Animated Series just as homework. No, not Dragon Ball Z. I admit that I want to get back into Batman the Animated Series because it's really good. Okay, Mr. Awesome is saying he loved Az's.
Did you read Lonely City by Cliff Chang, right?
Oh yeah,
that was really good.
Yeah, I did a video on it. I did a video on my haul from Heroes Con, but it was included in my top 10 DC books that I've read this year. I loved that. Loved that.
One of my top books, I think, is Space Age. That was really good.
100%.
Without getting into spoilers, what do you think of the ending in general?
I loved it. I thought it was perfect.
I could definitely see some people being turned off by the ending, but I enjoyed it.
Really?
I could see some people being like, really? But I thought it was interesting.
Gosh, I loved it. I loved everything about it. Did I tell you about Mike Allred? I did, right?
Yeah, didn't he comment on the video or something or whatever?
Yeah, we're new besties, and then he tweeted it out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I need to get you to ask him for an interview. Yeah, can you do it right now?
You can do it. Sounds like you have the connection. You got Mark Wade whenever we had him on.
Oh yeah, that's right. I sort of guilted him into do it.
No, whatever works.
Margaret Hamilton said that her agent thought she would be good for Wizard of Oz because the audition was looking for someone who looked like an evil witch.
Well, here's the thing. Not everybody can be the leading man or leading lady. There has to be other parts, other roles.
Character actors.
Right. As an actor, you kind of have to just deal with the cards that you're dealt. Now, there's some guys and some ladies who can kind of overcome. Like Chris Pratt, he used to be an overweight, side character on Parks and Rec, and now he's like a jacked movie star. He's probably one of the highest grossing movie stars of all time because Mario made over $1 billion this year. and he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. Those Jurassic Park movies make a lot of money, so there are some people who can kind of move beyond the side character.
I loved him in the first season of Parks and Rec. He was wasn't he Rashida Jones' boyfriend?
I like him better after that because it's funny. All the characters kind of become different because at first Leslie Knope, Amy Poehler's character, is kind of like a female Michael Scott. Like just like kind of like reprehensible, annoying, but then she becomes like really different, like lovable, and everyone really cares about her. And he also changes. He was also kind of a jerk in that first season where he kind of makes, Rashida Jones take care of him and all that kind of stuff. Then he becomes a lovable goofball as it goes on. So a lot of the characters, I don't like the first season of Parks and Rec at all. I think
really? That's all I've seen.
I think it's pretty bad. It gets so much. Watch the second season. It's so much better. Like, towards the end of second season is when it becomes the Parks and Rec that everybody really loves and cares about. So, unfortunately, it's one of those shows where you kind of have to get through the first season and a half, I would say, and then it really picks up.
Well, I love the first season, so I have no problem picking it back up.
So then you probably enjoy it. You and Patty would probably like it. Oh, it's a really good show, Jess. I know you and Patty liked Ted Lasso. No, but this is a good show for you and Patty. It's a show called Shrinking on Apple TV. It's with Jason Segel and Harrison Ford.
Oh! I've heard good things about that.
My wife and I watched the first 3 last night, and we thought it was fantastic.
Okay, well, we've only finished like 4 episodes of Ted Lasso, but we totally love it. We love everything about it.
And it's by the same people who made Ted Lasso.
Shrinking is?
Yeah, because Roy Kent and Ted Lasso, the guy with the beard who yells all the time.
The guy with the beard.
He swears all the time.
He's the older soccer player?
Right. He's one of the writers on the show, and he's one of the creators of Shrinking. He wrote episodes of Ted Lasso, and he created and writes a lot of Shrinking. So it's kind of like similar. I wouldn't say similar tones, but it's really good.
What is he the guy? Did you watch Harley Quinn's Valentine's show?
No, I did. Was that the TV show, the HBO show?
Yeah.
I'm so behind. I haven't watched the new season.
Because there was a Valentine's special, and there was a Ted Lasso character that played a big part in it. And I'm sure somebody in the chat can tell me who that was, because now that I've seen 4 episodes, I didn't get it. So I'm going to have to watch Harley Quinn Valentine's show all over again. But there was like a Ted Lasso character who was doing a book signing in the Gotham Coliseum. So I'm sure the chat will chat will tell me. Did you see they announced the new Wonder Woman casting? Posted it into the Discord for you all. Thank you.
Did they? I haven't heard about that.
Well, you got to join the Discord and find out about it, Taylor. What's going on there? You're too busy dreaming about how you landed your hot wife.
I guess so.
Here's Heroing. Hey, Justin Taylor, hope you're both doing good. I'm glad to catch y'all live as it's been a minute for me. Good to be here. One of you guys should add a section to the Discord where everyone can share photos of their collections and their recent purchases. I agree with that. I don't know how to do it, but I'm sure one of the other 22 other people in the Discord can do that. That's a great idea. Hauls and collection channels. Would be great. Somebody that knows what they're doing, please do that. Omnidog, do you have the complete We Only Find Them When They're Dead by Al Ewing, 3 trades? I don't, because that's a book that I'm deluxe book waiting for. I'm waiting for the deluxe.
Did you read the first trade on Hoopla or anything?
I bought the first trade and I haven't read it.
Gotcha. I read that on Hoopla a couple years ago.
Oh gosh, yeah, it's been a while since it's been out. I've only seen the movie. I haven't read it. The Crow. Did you ever see the movie?
No, I know the story of how he died, though. I've heard about that a lot. Did you hear
the real actor?
Yeah, did you hear they actually finished that movie Rust and they're going to put it out?
Oh, the one where Alex, what's his name?
Alec Baldwin. Yeah.
Alec Baldwin accidentally killed that woman?
Yeah. I feel like people are just going to see that movie if they do out of like sick curiosity. I just can't imagine. It's just like, I don't know. It's a interesting choice. I just thought they would kind of move on from it, but
I don't think I'd.
maybe this had too much invested into it. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, here's Mary M. How's it going, Mary? Ronda Rousey dressed up as Majin Vegeta today at a wrestling pay-per-view Money in the Bank match. Now I understand. Money in the Bank. I don't know what Majin Vegeta looks like.
Vegeta.
Okay. I know what Ronda Rousey looks like, though. I would definitely probably do whatever she told me. I'm extremely afraid of her. She looks extremely tough. Okay. Okay. What are your thoughts on the new casting of Superman and Lois Lane? I think they look great. Hopefully the writing is great.
I don't know who that guy is. I've never seen him before in anything. He looks good. I mean, the other lady was in she was in House of Cards the first season or two, and I think she was in Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I couldn't get into that show, but she's a good actress.
And I'm fine with it. I love Henry Cavill. I love how these guys are just, well, there's nobody better looking than Chris Pine, in my opinion. But these guys are all incredibly handsome for Superman. Like Henry Cavill, give me a break. He's crazy handsome.
I'm just started up the second season of Superman and Lois. I enjoy that still. I think it's a good show.
I saw the first episode.
The thing that throws me off, I think, in the third season that they had to replace one of his sons because the actor was having some issues.
Right. He had too much stress and he wasn't dealing with it.
That always throws me off, though. And you kind of go into a show and it's like, oh, totally new person. So I have to kind of get used to it. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I know it's going to happen.
It was especially jarring in Bewitched.
Oh, yeah.
I can promise you that.
That's true.
Even as a little kid, I was shaken up by that.
Hey, it happened in Iron Man with Rhodey, right? From Terrence Howard to Don Cheadle.
Yeah. I thought Rhodey was good in the first Iron Man, and I like the Don Cheadle Rhodey.
I guess Don Cheadle's maybe more believable as like a superhero action star, I guess, than, I don't know. Terrence Howard probably would have been
fine. I think he was holding out for more dosh, and they wouldn't give it to him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he rakes RDJ under the coals for that one.
I have not seen Andor yet. I didn't even know Andy Serkis was in it. Is he the Gollum?
Well, that might be a spoiler for you, Jess.
Yeah, now I know Andy Serkis is in it.
I tried watching the first 2.5 episodes, and I was so bored.
I heard those first 2 episodes should be skipped.
No, I watched the first 3 because I heard the third one is awesome.
Oh,
and I was like, what? You know, I kind of equate it with Loki. Everyone loved that show. I was bored to tears. I got to the final episode and I couldn't even finish it. I was like, I don't even care what happens. I don't know. Marvel's been really hit or miss. Has been really missed for me lately. I did want to go see Guardians. My wife and I wanted to go see it, but we couldn't get away, so I never got to see it. So I'll have to wait for Disney Plus. I didn't see Ant-Man though. Quantumania. I missed that.
I did see the only thing I've seen. I missed Wakanda. I missed Ant-Man. I missed Guardians. I'm probably going to wait out Flash so please nobody spoil Flash for me.
You know that's going to be on HBO Max soon because it did not do well at all. At the box office.
That's good for me though, because that means it'll be on HBO Max and I won't have to leave the house.
I don't know if DC keeps striking out at the box office though. It's not great because Shazam 2 did terrible, Black Adam did terrible, Flash did terrible. People don't think Blue Beetle's going to do very well later this year. So if they have like 4 strikeouts in like a year's time span, that's going to be rough.
I did see Across the Spider-Verse, or is that what it's called? Across the Spider-Verse?
Yeah, that was great.
I enjoyed that, and I saw the preview for Blue Beetle, and that looked pretty fun. I'll watch that when it comes to HBO.
Yeah, it just sounds like the movies are striking out at the box office, regardless of the quality.
Yeah.
But this has also been a really bad summer for movies so far. I think they're even saying the new Indiana Jones isn't going to do very well, and that's so. I think that's not going to do great. Apparently, The Flash did terrible. The new Pixar movie was the worst opening for a Pixar movie in like 2 decades or something. So,
Wow.
movie theaters are struggling this year. It seems like, minus Mario. And the Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm sure did well. I'm sure the new Mission Impossible movie will do well because Tom Cruise movies seem to get people out to the theaters, like Top Gun Maverick.
Right.
So we'll see.
So I wonder, are there any theories as to why movies are doing poorly this year?
I think it's probably different for each movie. I think Elemental just didn't really seem appealing to a lot of people. Like I know my wife and I were just like, I don't know if we would take Sam to that. It doesn't look that interesting. I'm not really sure. The Flash, maybe it was too like inside baseball for the regular moviegoer.
Oh,
Like I think people were tired of the multiverse stuff, and that's maybe why. Because we had Across the Spider-Verse, that did really well though. That's another movie that did well. Animated movies, for the most part, besides the new Pixar movie, are doing pretty good. But I don't really know what it is. I think DC has lost a lot of confidence with people too over the years.
wow, that's bad. The Mario movie, is that an animated movie that you're talking about? And Chris Pratt was a voice for somebody?
Yeah, Chris Pratt was Mario.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, and Seth Rogen was Donkey Kong. Charlie Day was Luigi, and Anya Taylor-Joy was Peach, Princess Peach.
Oh my gosh! All you had to say was Anya Taylor-Joy. That should have been your lead. So we do have a topic, and it was Taylor's idea. Dumbest collected edition ideas. There have been a lot of dumb ideas. I know I'm 90 minutes behind in the chat. This looked interesting to me. Silo on Apple TV. That looked interesting.
I've heard that's good too. I just haven't got a chance to watch it.
Okay. Talking halls and libraries channel created. Thank you. Second trade, if we only find dead, didn't do it for me. Okay. Oh, here's Hondo. What up, my Bay Area buddy? What's up, my dudes? The Deadly Class ending stuck the landing. I also just bought the new Brubaker Phillips book, whose name escapes me at the moment. Night Fever, Night Fever. You know how you do it? It's over in the pile of shame now. But I do have it. People talking to each other. Yeah, I just don't know how to pronounce the name. It's Vegeta, not Vegeta. Vegeta.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Recastings aren't a big deal if you're a Doctor Who fan. Happens like every 3 to 5 years.
I just don't have the energy to get like upset about things regarding like movies and stuff anymore. It's like whatever. I have too many things to worry about in life to get mad about entertainment.
Yeah,
it's just like whatever. Yeah, it's just like whatever. Okay, that sucked. No, that's too bad. Time to move on.
Yeah. Okay, so the creator of Rhodey never wanted him to be a hero. He wanted Stark to just have a normal friend in his supporting cast. It's a shame, though, that Terrence Howard didn't get to continue, as he was a huge fan of War Machine. Andor was amazing. You guys missing out. I know my buddy Freddie from Puerto Rico, who's one of my 2 Marvel consultants, is always telling me to watch Andor.
I tried. Okay. I tried 2 different times. 2 different times.
Oh,
couldn't do it.
Wow. I didn't know this. The Waltons also recast John Boy for the last 2 seasons.
They did?
I don't remember that. I was alive for that show too.
Did they put a fake mole on his cheek?
Like right here?
Yeah, couldn't miss it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jess. Speaking of the Waltons.
Okay.
Not to do with the Waltons. It made me think of older TV shows. What was your favorite episode of Columbo?
any one of them because he was so great.
Just one more thing.
Yeah, that's like asking me my favorite Rockford Files episode because
I love Rockford Files. That might be my favorite 70s like I want to say drama show. But it is a drama show. But I recently watched the Columbo episode with Johnny Cash.
Oh yeah,
that was a dark story.
What channel is that on?
They have it on Peacock and Amazon, but you have to watch with ads for both of them.
Okay,
and that's the one thing that's annoying because they're already long. They're already like 75 minutes to 90 minutes, and with ads it makes it longer. But yeah, they still have all of them.
I'm okay with ads. I grew up with ads, so it'll probably. I wish they were vintage ads. That'd be really cool.
That wouldn't be worth it. It wouldn't be worth it for them. The whole point is to make money, I guess. So
yeah.
Although I remember back
cocktails and.
Do you remember back in the 80s and 90s when you'd have to you're recording like a football game or like a movie or a TV show, and you had to wait for the commercials to turn off so you can press stop because you don't want to have the commercials because it was too much space in the tape. But you always get like a couple seconds of whatever that commercial was. No matter what, it can never be perfect.
No, I do remember that. Totally.
It was always hard.
Now, wait a minute. Terrence Howard's really trying to reinvent math? What is that about?
Isn't there
Terrence Howard has a whole paper about his math theory about how 1 × 1 = 2.
Oh, isn't there already a new math? Are they teaching kids new math already?
Wow.
I don't know.
Flash is going to video on demand July 18th. The Max after that. Yes, I can wait him out.
Yeah, that movie's not getting a sequel. That's for sure.
Andor has a somber, dark, and serious tone that really isn't in any like Star Wars movie TV. I think I liked it a lot, but it is very different.
I wish I enjoyed it, Larry. I tried 2 different occasions. I'm sure it sounds like I'm the minority here, so it seems like most people like it.
I haven't seen it, but I really do wanna.
I hope Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is on Disney Plus soon because I really want to see it. I'm bummed I missed it in theaters.
Warner Brothers will still have Barbie, and it's looking to be a big hit. I may not be able to wait for that to come to the home theater. I may have to see that out in public.
I'm gonna have to see. My wife wants to see that, so we'll definitely. I like how Will Ferrell's in it too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He plays like one of like the Mattel executives or something like that.
That's got to be funny.
I mean, Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie. That's a perfect casting for that movie.
Yeah. Attila, with a complete change in direction for DC on the horizon, it's hard for fans to invest in DC movies. That sounds right. Mario movie is good. I think people are used to watching Pixar and Disney Plus now since they released several of them straight to Disney Plus during the pandemic.
I think that's a big part of it. People just want to wait till it comes out on the streamer, but I mean, we're doing that right now with The Flash and Guardians of the Galaxy, and yeah, it works out for us in the short term, but in the long term, it might be hurtful to all the movies we want to see.
Hey, Marcelo, welcome. I personally think it's awesome, but my cousin has a massive coverless comic collection. He can pick out which issue it is simply by the opening splash page. Oh yeah, I need to watch Stranger Things. Because I saw a clip from Stranger Things 4, which was mind-blowingly crazy. So I hit a big wall in season 3 where I was just rolling my eyes and saying, please, this is not, I just can't believe any of this. But I'm going to push through it because the part I saw for season 4 was epic. Chris Original Recipe says Andor starts slow but gets better and better as it goes on. Columbo's the only reason I have Peacock. I love Columbo. I heard Natasha Lyonne and Ryan Johnson's new show was heavily inspired by Columbo. Where is that show? That goes on some obscure
Peacock.
Oh, it's on Peacock.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, am I gonna have to get like 7 streaming services and it'll be just as expensive as cable?
That's what it means. Streaming is the new cable, basically.
Oh boy. Read this, and I'm gonna go get my phone because my daughter keeps texting me.
Minister, you could get the VHS edits perfect if you use pause and frame advance. I have commercial editing down to a fine art. Why must have missed that? I was also younger than you at that time, so I probably wasn't as adept at recording and not recording as you are. But I used to have a lot of great cheesy 80s, 90s action movies on VHS. And they'd edit all the swear words like melon farmer. They'd say like they have like the different like add-ins for what the swear words would be.
Melon farmer?
That's what they had in Die Hard with a Vengeance. When Sam Jackson's going off with the MFers, it was Melon Farmer.
So they dubbed his voice. I
Right.
mean,
They dubbed. I don't think it was his voice. I think it was some random dude's voice. Because you know how
Melon farmer,
some channels would just like bleep it. Other channels would replace it with something else,
melon farmer. That's
like
awesome.
scum, that kind of thing. Like they would just have other words, and yeah.
Okay, we can and will talk about our topic starting now. 46 minutes into the show, we start talking about our topic.
Yeah, so we're doing the dumbest collected editions ideas that we've seen over the years, and so
Right.
we were just talking about one. Let's kick it off with the dumb idea that started the whole idea. Was the One Bad Day box set?
I have that to share. Just a sec. Here it is. Share. This is what it's going to look like.
So basically, Jess, from what I understand is you don't actually, by buying this box set right now, you don't get all the books in one. You have to actually buy a bunch of the books and put them in, right?
Yeah, it comes with the Riddler One Bad Day and Barbara Gordon One Bad Day, also known as Killing Joke.
Oh, right. I was gonna say, wait, I didn't hear about that one. That makes
No,
sense.
it's known as Killing Joke. I'm making a bad joke, but yeah,
And this is one of the worst. I mean, I'm sure people are gonna buy it. I'm sure, but I just think it's such like a kick to the face for fans. Like, hey, buy this box set and keep putting them in there. I just think it's pointless. I just don't understand. If you're buying this and you're watching the show, I'm not trying to make fun of you. I just don't get it. I just don't. Maybe you can defend this purchase in the chat. I just think it's really weird.
Well, especially because August or September, the full box set is coming out. Like,
oh, you can buy the whole thing.
You can buy the whole thing in 2 months. Why?
I'm just gonna wait until it becomes an omnibus or something. I'm sure they'll put everything together someday.
Well, I can't wait. I'm going to get that full box set of these standard size hardcovers that I have completely made peace with. But this thing, when the full box set is on the horizon, as you say, why in the world would I even consider this?
Well, could someone in the chat do a little bit of homework and find out what the page count would be for all of these books combined into one book? Or try to figure out how big of a book this would be if we put all the pages together to see how big of an omnibus or a deluxe edition it would be, because I'm not sure.
Actually, here, and another thing, while you're working on that, work on how much money it is to buy this and then all the other books that will fill in that big white gap in there. And then compare it to what the complete book, the complete box set that's coming out in a couple of months. Is this like a shameless money grab, or is it going to be the exact same cost as buying them individually versus buying the whole box set?
So Hayden said it would be 800 pages. That's a good omnibus.
Oh, that is a good omnibus.
That's one that I would buy because it's not too big.
Okay, wait. 800 pages. But people actually want to buy just the box set for the Fables compendiums. It's not that dumb. Well, the thing I'm saying is, though, why would you want to get this when you can just wait a couple months and get the entire thing? I think it's I really do think this is dumb.
I guarantee there's going to be a One Bad Day omnibus too. And I get it. Not everybody buys omnibuses, but I don't think there's many like average comic readers who would just go and go into a comic book shop and see this empty box set and be like, yeah, sign me up. So it's not really a great marketing ploy for new readers. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's more tailoring to people like you and me.
Right.
I just think it's a weird strategy to bring in new people.
Razor says you can get the standard hardcovers without the box, Jess. But this is a box set, Razor. I want to get the box set. This is me we're talking about. I'm insane. That's what I want to do. Now, I did buy the one book box, empty box set, Doomsday Clock. And then I filled it with the other book. So it was a slipcase. I don't know if it's considered I guess it's a box set because of two. So actually, I'm a little bit of a hypocrite here. Aiku is correct. I did buy the Doomsday one book thing and then bought the other book. But this thing's like 8 more books to fill it up, isn't it?
Something like that. 6 books, maybe?
6 books, maybe, yeah. Isn't this box set for hardcovers and the full box set soft covers? Oh, okay. Now wait. Are you saying? Okay. Whoa. Wait a sec. Let me go. Okay, just a sec. Let me see here. Organic price books. I have a really dumb one open here on organic price books. Okay, one bad a box set. Let's see, on sale. That's the empty one. One bad day. That is August 15th. It's hardcovers. So they're hardcovers, and it comes out. It's Riddler, Two-Face, Penguin, Mr. Freeze, Riddler, Two-Face, Penguin, Mr. Freeze, Catwoman, Bane, Clayface, Ra's al Ghul, and Barbara Gordon is 9. So organic price. Okay, wait. Somebody do the math for me. Organic Price Books has that for $110, and the empty box is $40 with 2 books in it. And Riddler is, all those other books are $15 of hardcover. This is on Organic Price Books. So somebody do the math.
A virtually empty box set with only 2 books seems like a recipe for your box being destroyed in the mail, though.
That's a good point.
It just seems like it's not going to be that.
I bet, yeah, but I bet they fill it up with.
Maybe they do. Yeah, I don't know. I never bought it, so I don't know. I'm just curious how they pack it out.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
And again, if you're into the different things that we think are dumb, it's just our personal opinions. And if you want to buy it, we're not trying to make you feel bad. We're just sharing what we think is weird.
We think it's dumb, but you might think it's great. Uncle Jess, what's up, Brian? Good to see you. Dark Knight's 3-box set is equally dumb. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's the Marvel Years and Month Omnis. Those must be selling because they keep putting them out. So somebody is buying those. I would definitely buy, of course, a Millie the Model omnibus. And she has like at least 26 to 50 issues out. So that's what I'd buy. But I feel like those August 1963 and stuff books are a bit of a hit and miss. Swing and miss. Not a hit and miss. A swing and a miss.
I'm not a big fan of the box set stuff because I don't put them on my shelf as a box set. You know what I mean? But I mean, if people want to put them on top of their shelves as a box set, hey, that's good for you. But I don't like putting box sets into my shelf. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, now that's a good point. I do like box sets, but where am I going to put that? I'm sure I'll find a special place for it next to the Hate box set with the Holiday Inn signed what's the thing? Book plate. Jess, I'm curious, when the president did fireside chats, oh, is this an old joke? Or special TV messages, did they happen very often? Also, when did they stop doing them? Fireside chats were way before when I was born. Freaking FDR and Truman would do those, not when I was alive. And that was like radio.
Yeah, what does Jess hate more, the scatological jokes or old jokes?
Oh, scatological. Yeah, I had coffee with the cute realtor yesterday morning. And apparently we're such good friends that some bathroom humor got into the conversation, not by me. And apparently we are such good friends that she gave me some TMI. But she does want to appear back on the show this month now, July. I would much rather take an old joke than anything scatological. I don't know what happened to me. I was in a fraternity. You think I'd be immune to everything? I really hate bathroom humor, like with a passion.
Yeah, who knows?
The Fables box set was cheaper than buying the compendiums, though, at least with discount for some retailers. But what if you already have 3 hardcovers? You're screwed. This just gives you more options. Oh, you're saying that for people who have already bought some of the hardcovers of One Bad Day. Okay. I still think it's dumb because we called the episode Dumb Ideas, and we're not backing off on that.
Well, Jess, why don't you share another dumb idea?
Okay. This, I think, was a major league dumb idea. I hate everything about it. And I was so glad when my order at DCBS got canceled because they raised the price. Both Rick Nelson and I were so happy. We texted each other that day. Oh, we're so glad this thing got canceled because they raised the price. I not only think this is a dumb idea, I think this was a mean idea because almost everyone bought it.
I saved money. I spent on the complete collection instead because it's the first 12 issues, not the first 6 issues twice. One version black and white, other version colored.
For like
$75.
Yeah.
Cover price.
I think we all were excited when we saw this. And for those of us who pre-ordered it, and then it turns out it's Fakakta 1 through 6, and as Taylor said, the other is black and white for 75 simoleons. What's that about? That's just a rip. I wasn't pleased at all with this, and I was so happy when my order got canceled. I think, of course, I have the 2 digest-sized things. I wasn't smart enough to wait for a complete collection because I'm never smart enough to wait for something better. I always get the first thing that comes out. But this kind of, I feel like this was like a bait and switch kind of thing. I feel like we all thought this was going to be much cooler. Well, we thought it was going to be an oversized hardcover 1 through 12, and it was 1 through 6. Dumb idea.
Yeah, it'd be different if they marketed it as like a process edition or something like that, like showing you like the process of inking. And it was just like, here's black and white if you want to see it. It's like, why would I want that? Like the whole other half of the book is just black and white. I mean, this would have. I mean, maybe this sold really well. I don't know, but I think it would have been made so much more sense have it be like the first year 1, then do a year 2 hardcover, and then be done.
Well, the fact that Rick and I, who represent all of comic buyers, thought that it was, I don't think it was in DCBS anyway. I don't think it was described that 1 through 6 and then 1 through 6 black and white. I think it was just presented as Strange Academy, first class. And since it was $75, I think we just assumed it was going to be 1 through 12. Okay. I accept the fact that I assumed that, but I assumed that based on the information provided to me. I'm not a freaking mind reader here. Give me the info.
Well, and this came out like pretty soon after the hardcover, so I'm wondering if that was like a plan for them. Like, oh, we'll have one version for those who just want like the first 12 issues, or maybe it was like, okay, we're getting bad fan reaction. Let's put something else out. I don't know. I really don't know.
I think it was the latter, what you just said, bad fan reaction.
So like, whoops, because they don't do a lot of complete collections anymore.
And that's going to dovetail into another dumb idea. They're not doing complete collections anymore.
I love complete collections so much.
Right? They're doing modern epics.
Like, think of, there's so many good complete collections that I have, like Uncanny X-Force, X-23. What else do I have? I have Next Wave. That's a great book. Wolverine by Greg Rucka. There's so many cool complete collections. That Ant-Man by Nick Spencer.
Avengers Academy, Spider-Girl.
Ant-Man by Nick Spencer.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one.
She-Hulk by Charles Soule.
Yeah. And
what else do I have? Here's a good one. The Ultimates by Al Ewing. That's a fantastic book.
Right.
Do you have the complete collection or the thin trades?
I have the bootleg from somewhere in Europe omnibus, the illegal bootleg that I bought off of eBay.
Ooh, and Thunderbolts by Warren Ellis.
Well, that's right. Yeah,
that's actually,
all my complete collections are on the other side of the desk.
There's the Black Widow by Somni and Wade. There's that complete collection.
Oh yeah, Indestructible. Okay, wait. I think I can do this without ruining everything.
I know for the most part we all love deluxes and oversized hardcovers, but I do think complete collections are a good medium where there's a lot of reading material. It's sturdy, and the spine doesn't get that crease in it when you read it.
Elektra by Greg Rucka.
I don't have that one.
What? Are you a Greg Rucka fan or not?
Is that like Ultimate Elektra?
Ultimate Elektra.
Okay.
Yes, Ultimate Collection.
I gotcha.
This book right here where she's in the white.
Oh, okay. Costume. Is that complete? Oh, yeah, it is Ultimate Collection. Okay, yeah, I missed that one. Tell you what else I have. Well, because some of the ones I listed are available in other like hardcovers, like in Omnis, but there are some like She-Hulk by Charles Soule. There is some like Next Wave or Thunderbolts where Ultimates by Al Ewing. There's not like a deluxe edition of it. You know what I mean? So it was a good way to collect it.
I do know what you mean because I've got the Exiles Ultimate Collection. There's 6 of them, and I think they're all kind of hard to find now. Those haven't been put out in hardcover or omnibus. Silk, Ghost Rider, Wolverine, you already said. X-23, those are, I'm not going to upgrade. Those are such beautiful complete collections. I'm not going to upgrade to the omnibus.
Yeah, I have a lot of these things in complete collection, not omnibus. Like I have the Wolverine by Jason Aaron complete collections. I have the new X-Men, Uncanny X-Force, Astonishing X-Men. I have some like seminal runs in complete collection, and I had no desire to upgrade because I liked them so much because they were so easily accessible and readable, and they were good bang for your buck.
Right. And they're not doing those anymore.
And going back to another thing, too, is the Marvel OHCs, which you and I were under the impression that they were stopping production of those entirely. But it sounds like you have some newer information.
Well, in preparation for this video, because I thought it was a dumb idea, I thought I had heard from Very Fine Condition that they were phasing those out.
And he did say that in the video, I think yesterday, the day before, because this was recorded like a few weeks ago before his trip. And he came across he was doing the July books of this month. And he said, oh, there's the volume 4 of Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil hardcover. I'm not sure if they're going to be continuing with this line or not. I'll have to get back to you. So I was like, oh crap. Like I'm gonna be so mad if they don't get at least that 5th volume.
Oh, I am gonna be furious.
I just get mad when I invest my money and time into these things, and it's like, okay, you're not gonna finish it. It's like what happened with Dr. Aphra. So this is even worse, though, in my opinion, because you're so much further along. It's not just one book; it's 3 or actually 4 books. So
no, wait. Did he say he didn't know if 5 was coming out, or if he didn't know 4 was coming?
He didn't know if 5 was coming out. He said
Oh,
4 is
5.
coming out in July, but I don't know if they're going to finish 5.
Oh my goodness!
It hasn't been solicited yet. Because this is both of our preferred collections. And again, I just think if you're going to start something like that, finish it. Because it's frustrating. And I get the whole financial aspect of it, but I know people are buying these.
Well, yeah, I had to get volume 1 sent to me by Super Laugh Hard, who is now my close personal friend in Scotland. He was nice enough to send that to me, and I sent him in return an out of print book that he didn't have. I am going to be so mad if there's not a 5th one. He said, I texted him this morning in preparation for the show, and he said they're slowing them down. They're going to be slowing down and releasing them. I think, okay, wait. I'm not calling him because I'm sure he's asleep now. Wait, no, it's 9 a.m. Oh, he's probably drunk. Okay, wait. Where is he? Okay, here he is. CCs are done, so the modern epics have arrived. OHCs are being done maybe once a month, not really going away, just slowing them down. That's what he texted me.
Because I have so many other great, going back to what I said about complete collections, in oversized hardcover, I have Immortal Hulk, I have the Jason Aaron Thor run, I have Superior Spider-Man, I have Marvels, I have...
This is oversized hardcovers or
complete
collections? Oversized hardcovers.
Yeah, Venom by Donny Cates, I have Daredevil by Mark Waid, Hawkeye by Matt Fraction. So I have a lot of really great oversized hardcovers, and it's my preferred method for collecting these books.
Mm-hmm. Same.
No offense to people who like Omnis. I do have Omnis, and I do enjoy the smaller ones, but I think it's so much more readable. I'm so much more likely to actually read them quickly as opposed to, I'll read it someday. That's what happens to me a lot with Omnis. Oh, this is a cool book. It looks cool on the shelf. I'll read it someday. There's books like Conan by Kurt Busiek or Captain America by Rick Remender, books I haven't read yet because I'm like, it's too big. I'll read something smaller.
Same with me. Here's Beyond Comics like 20 minutes ago. Sorry, buddy. I would have preferred they release them all as thin deluxes since I feel like that's how most people already own Killing Joke. Shrug emoji. I looked it up. The complete box set is all 8 hardcovers. It's not a soft cover versus hard thing. I was wrong. Yeah, we covered that. So you weren't wrong. I just figured it out. If you get this, then the remaining individual books, it's going to work out the same price a cover. Okay. So they are putting these single issues out as hardcovers, and you can put them all in this box. Is that how it works? Basically, yes. Weird. $145. It's filled up. Yeah, it must be filled up with something. Oh, I missed the special edition of One Bad Day. Makes it 9 hardcovers. Sure, they fill it up with $40 worth of styrofoam. Okay, here, Cycle Cleveland has a point. This was a dumb idea. New 52 first issues omnibus.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Wait, I think Marvel has one like that. The Marvel Now omnibus.
I was just going to say, there's the Marvel Now omnibus too.
Who was the person who bought these books?
Even I didn't buy those books. Yeah, I didn't buy those.
I feel like the person who bought this was the person who buys literally every other omnibus, and they felt like they had to. Like a completist. Like, I have to buy all the Omnis. I can't imagine who else is buying this. Because, again, it's not the casual reader. Hey, I'm going to go into the comic book store and buy this $100 book of first issues. That sounds great to me. Like, I just don't understand who the audience was.
I don't know either. And you're right. Marvel Now and those things both sat on the shelves forever. And even though they're out of print now, probably they're D-header on eBay is probably trying to get rid of them for $40 a piece.
Well, I think a lot of these books have been remaindered. Like, they've just been like, there's kind of like, at their Second and Charles, they're at Ollie's, they're like all these random stores you can unload these things.
I feel like
a roguish type. Who buys this? The answer is always Omar. That's true.
What time was that?
9/11.
Okay, wait.
I'm just seeing the most recent stuff pop up.
I'm so far behind. Who buys this? The answer is always Omar. The OHC of Aaron's Thor is missing Unworthy Thor, which drove me nuts. I had Unworthy Thor. I understand your complaint, Attila. I already had Unworthy Thor, so I'm okay with it.
And Thor's.
And Thor's. I had both of those.
Well, wait, didn't they do a DC Rebirth omnibus too? Of the first issues? Oh, gosh. Well, apparently, maybe people are buying them because why would they do a Rebirth omnibus if they didn't sell with the 52 omnibus? New 52 omnibus.
You seem awfully sure of yourself here, N-Man 40. You've been in this game as long as we have. You know that people can get their hearts broken here.
N-Man 40, I'm still heartbroken over the Dr. Aphra debacle. So, again, I know it got an omnibus, but similar with the Chip Zdarsky thing. We know it's getting an omnibus, but I still want this format to be completed.
Same.
That's my concern.
I think the Marvel year omnis are weird, but I would probably buy one of the year I was born, 1968. So maybe just as a vanity thing, LOL. Well, they don't have Marvel 1959, so I'm not buying that. And yeah, that's why I kind of didn't want to bash it too much because they're David Gabriel's idea. So I didn't want to bash him too much because everybody knows what a good guy he is. And so.
Well, has there ever been a person in history who's always only had good ideas? I mean, every person, no matter how successful they are, has had dumb ideas at some point.
I feel like all I have are dumb ideas.
I mean, look at
I ever have a good idea.
I just think even like the more savvy person in the business world or whatever it is, they still have bad ideas sometimes, and things don't work out. Like Pepsi Free or whatever it was called, Crystal Pepsi, that didn't work out too well. What was it? New Coke.
New Coke, right?
What was the most hated one of all those things, Jess? Was it Was it Pepsi Crystal? Was it Crystal Pepsi? It was called.
I think New Coke faced the biggest backlash back in the 80s. That I feel like, even though I think Crystal Pepsi, what was Pepsi Free? Was that like 0 calories or something?
I can't remember.
Crystal Pepsi had a lot of people that liked it at first. It was an experimental flavor. And these companies have to, push new products out and hope that something sticks. But New Coke, I remember that. First of all, Bill Cosby, back when he was the beloved father of uncle, grandfather, whatever he was back in 1985 or whenever it happened, he was their spokesman. And they changed the flavor of Coke, and it wasn't like they gave you 2 choices. They just changed the formula of Coke and just said, here's New Coke, and it tastes sweeter like Pepsi because Pepsi's kicking our ass at this point. And the backlash, there was no internet back then, obviously. 1985 is when I think that happened. But newspapers and TV stations were reporting that people were furious over it because it tasted so much different than just regular Coke. So my thinking is that is considered one of the worst marketing mistakes ever, or corporate decisions. It wasn't a marketing decision. It was a corporate decision to change the flavor of like America's #1 soda. So yeah, I think that's one of the worst corporate mistakes ever, if not the one they teach at Harvard Business School is the worst.
Back to the Future, all the Pepsi Free. No, if you're gonna pay for it.
I forgot about that.
Do you see there's like a documentary on Netflix about like a Pepsi documentary about them? They promised a jet to a person who had this many like cans of Pepsi or something like that, and someone actually like got everything together and put the money into it, and then they refused to give him the jet or something like that.
What? There's a documentary on Netflix about that?
Let me look it up. Hold on.
I do have something interesting.
Pepsi, where's my jet is what it's called.
I have to see this.
In the mid-1990s, Pepsi aired a series of commercials aiming to promote their Pepsi products and associated point system. According to this system, purchasing Pepsi products allowed customers to collect points that could be used to claim prizes such as T-shirts and sunglasses. One commercial showed that for 7 million points, the prize was an AV-8 Harrier II jet. Its value was $32 million. The commercial was meant to be tongue-in-cheek, but it lacked a disclaimer indicating so. And so John Leonard, a 21-year-old business student, in 1996 found that it was possible to purchase Pepsi points for 10 cents each and calculated that 7 million points cost $700,000. And so he's able to purchase the points, but they denied his claim to get the jet because they said it was a joke. And they put the commercial back out with that disclaimer. And there's a big legal battle over it, I guess.
Did you watch this documentary? Or you just
no, I saw a trailer for it, and I was just reading the description. I should probably watch it now, though.
Oh yeah,
that sounds really good.
You and I should watch it together and on Twitch. My new
there you go. There you go. You can wear your Wonder Woman outfit.
I don't fit in that anymore.
I can put on I can put on loose makeup.
I just read an article in the Post maybe 5 or 6 days ago. In like 2000 or so, year 2000, 1999, somewhere in that area, for $200,000, you could buy on United, you could buy unlimited flights for the rest of your life for $200,000.
Mm-hmm.
And the article was about how one guy did it and has now accumulated over like 1 billion miles, and he basically has made money on the deal. I think he financed it somehow, bought it for $200,000, and has done nothing but fly for 20 years now, free. And he's always and now of course he's always in first class. They know him by name. They actually treat it as a marketing opportunity. They're not mad at him. All the pilots know him from every flight, all the flight attendants. He has free access to the United Lounge all the time. So for $200,000, he's had like $1 million worth of airfare or more.
How much was the front end purchase?
200,000.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, on the front end.
Yeah,
it paid off over time, but yeah, that is a lot.
Yeah, you had to have 200,000 obviously at that time, and I think it was a Pepsi thing where they thought they didn't do it as a joke, but they didn't think anybody would really do it.
Right.
And this guy did it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that because there's a lot of people. I mean, there's people in the world who are millionaires and billionaires who could do that. So that seems like a bad idea because somebody would probably do it, multiple people. But remember MoviePass, Jess?
Oh yeah, I have one.
I remember thinking this is too good to be true, and it was.
I just read an article about the worst business decisions that companies have made. You know, like Sears, JCPenney, Radio Shack, Circuit City, and MoviePass was right in there as some of the worst business decisions because that thing lost money almost from the beginning.
Right.
Like, as soon as they put out that idea, they just started losing money.
What was it? $30 a month, though? I think that's what it was.
Oh, I don't think it was that much.
Well, I thought it was 30. Let me check. How much was MoviePass a month?
Because I did it. Maybe it was
$10 for the basic plan, and then there's the $20 for the standard plan. Then there's the $30 for the premium plan. Okay. Then I guess there's a different. But this might have been later on, though. I'm not sure. Yeah, that was doomed to fail, wasn't it?
Yeah. I remember my movie buddy and I did it, and it was AMC wouldn't cooperate, so we had to go to Regal Cinemas for it, and we just went to movie after movie after movie. And then it wasn't long before, you're right, they canceled it out.
Did you ever see a movie then sneak into another movie afterwards, Jess?
You mean, when haven't I done that?
Yeah.
I almost did it the other day with Across the Spider-Verse if I hadn't had my movie buddy with me, because the next showing was going to be The Flash. And I said to her, if I hadn't brought you, I would stay for The Flash. And she said, I'll take an Uber home. And I said, no, I'll just.
That's hard to pull off nowadays, though, because of buying your seats in advance.
Oh,
so you would right. But you don't. But you might luck out because you can go on a random Monday or Tuesday, and just kind of chill out for a little bit and go in a little bit late, and you can see what chairs are empty.
Yeah.
But I
we were
can't.
the only 2 people in the theater for that whole Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah, for that idea to work, you just have to have it be like an early showing on a weekday.
Yeah, that's what we did. Next Imaginaut has thoughts, so let's get to these. My suspicion is that the profit margin is still so lucrative for them at that price point. We're talking about the One Bad Day box set. At that price point, that even if they only sell a small number, that it will more than make up the production costs. Also seems, he slipped in a third one, to be something directly tailored for bookstores who always seem to order 1 to 2 copies of these types of gift sets for the fair weather reader or gift buyer willing to drop that much on a grandiose but still relatively inexpensive gift box like that. I think those years Omnis are from right. A nice idea for a few milestone years, but I can only see maybe a few more releasing. I'm not an Ollie's person because there's not one near me, but are those things showing up at Ollie's, or are they released in such a small number that they're selling through? Strange Academy hardcover solicit seemed like a money laundering operation. Yeah. The first questionable collected edition idea I recall was when Marvel changed their logo on Marvel Masterworks spines in 2011. Peter M. said people were furious back then on the Marvel Masterworks forum.
You know, it's another
Right.
dumb idea that the only example I can think of it right now, and there's more, is like creator specific issues of a run, like the Lee Weeks Tom Taylor hardcover of Batman, like of all their issues together. Like, why wouldn't you just buy the hardcovers of the whole run?
Tom King?
Yeah, Tom King. I'm sorry, Tom King and Lee Weeks Batman hardcover. Deluxe
I forgot
edition.
all about that.
Like,
yeah.
Why would you buy that instead of buying the hardcovers regularly, like the oversized deluxes? This is like, I think there's other examples that I can't think of, but that whole like within a run, here's an artist, here's their issues. It's like, why wouldn't you just buy in a different format?
I feel like Marvel also does that with like Marvel by Chris Claremont or Marvel by John Byrne. Those like floating head omnibuses,
right?
Where it's just a collection of stories. It's not a complete continuous run. I never have bought those, and I was going to say something about Spider-Man, but I think people really love like McFarlane and Eric Larson enough that those weren't dumb ideas that appealed to those collectors. Okay, One Bad Day, Marvel HC, Strange Academy. Okay, we've covered that. New 52 number ones, Marvel Now, Marvel Year Month. Yep, we've covered that. I feel like along with Marvel Now, there was another Marvel omnibus similar to that got released a little bit earlier, but I can't think of the name. It was like Marvel Now. It wasn't Marvel all new, all different. It was like before that era. I can't think of what that was called. Oh, here's something directed to you from Next Imaginaut. I think the Strange Academy debacle was merely a crass trial balloon to test whether they could exploit OHC buyers for even more money by grossly inflating the extras page count, I'm with you so far, with the maximal amount of black and white process art. Right.
Hopefully it failed.
Totally agree. I don't collect too many Masterworks Center. I only collect stuff not available in other formats, but their prices have remained at $75 with few exceptions with some thicker volumes. So, Aiku, you feel like the collected editions are going to be the exact same, just rebranded as Marvel Modern Epics. Oh, I think that's what I'm thinking of. The Marvel Age Omnibus.
Or there's the Marvel First The 90s?
That's what I was thinking of. Marvel firsts in the 90s.
I was looking up worst Omnis on Google.
Worst Omnis?
Yeah. There are some Reddit. A lot of the ones we already shared, basically.
Oh, okay. That is exactly the one I was thinking of. Yeah, Marvel firsts. Okay, that's what I was confusing with Marvel Age Omnibus. What was the Marvel Age Omnibus? Roguish Type is talking to Cycle in Man 40. Attila agrees with us. OHCs and deluxe editions are much more readable than Omnis. There's also an Ultimate Marvel Omnibus with first issues or first arc or something like that.
So basically, any first issue omnibus seems like a dumb idea to us.
From anyone in the world ever. Yeah.
Did you have any other?
Oh, they did the Rebirth one twice. Oh, that's right. They released an extended version.
So it must have done okay. But again, who's buying that? Because don't you want to like read the rest of the issues, like and buy the hardcover or buy the trades? Like I just don't see what the value in it is.
Yeah, I guess it's for the casual reader to see if they like. But what casual reader is going to go into a comic store and drop $100 worth of Dosh?
The word casual and omnibus don't go together. Like, there's no casual comic book reader who's going into a comic book shop to buy $125, $150 omnibus. I like Batman. I'll try this. No, you have to really be like a serious like comic collector to buy an omnibus.
Right. Pepsi Blue. I don't even remember that. Was that a blue colored Pepsi?
I don't remember that either.
Elon Musk proves you can be one of the richest men in the world and only have bad ideas. Yeah, that 1961 Omni made sense. It showed how FF changed the game. Each additional volume has diminishing returns. Oh, I loved vanilla Coke. I think that's just a matter of taste.
Isn't that still around?
Yeah. I like cherry Coke. I like vanilla Coke. When I worked at the record store in 1984, there was a Baskin Robbins that opened right next door to us. And they had pumps of vanilla, cherry, and chocolate and a Coke fountain thingy. And so you could pump in vanilla flavor or cherry flavor or chocolate and get your own homemade vanilla Coke. Whoa, was that good? I can still almost taste it. It was so good. And you could get a chocolate Coke, which is not unheard of. I really like that.
I never had a malt before.
You've never had a malt?
No, I never like went somewhere where there was an option to have a malt.
At the ice cream, at the milkshake factory or whatever, they didn't have malt options?
Maybe they did. I just didn't notice it. They might.
Well, I ordered whatever you ordered, so I love chocolate malt.
Midnight cookies and cream.
Oh, yeah. Right. I remember this. You see what happened I remember it because it happened today, but I was talking to Lou about this. Limiting views when you need marketing money, great idea. Yeah, they're limiting views, which I don't understand. I'm not a big Twitter guy, so I don't understand. I'm probably more of a Discord guy now. Oh my God, so stupid. Between Twitter and Reddit, is Reddit limiting things? You wouldn't know this, but this is Stampy the elephant from The Simpsons
You told me about it.
That's one of the best when he decides he wants his elephant and he gets it.
Did you ever watch King of Queens before with
I didn't, but I'm willing to listen. But
Jerry Stiller from Seinfeld, he plays the grandfather in that, and he realized that he was due a lifetime supply of rice-a-roni because he was on the $10,000 pyramid. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And so he finally gets his rice-a-roni. It's like fills the entire garage.
I know you know this because you're a big Seinfeld fan. but I've been reading recently how Jerry Stiller, his character as Costanza's father, the way he delivers his lines, excuse me, is because he was forgetting his lines. And so he'd deliver his lines really slowly with pauses, like when he's describing the bra sizes to George.
Yeah.
and that went, if you watch Seinfeld, you can see that the way he delivers it, he's trying to remember his lines. And that's what gave him the classic, that's why he was such a great and beloved character. The way he delivered those lines slowly is because he couldn't remember what he was supposed to say, and it took him so long to remember.
I think he's one of the top 3 funniest human beings of all time. Like, I love King of Queens, I love Seinfeld. I just think he makes something that's not even funny. Like, they would say, like, in King of Queens, like, he would just come out and go like this and clap his hands, and the whole audience would just start dying laughing. Or he'd come out and just say Douglas, and the whole audience would just start laughing. He just said the character's name. It's just the way he said things. That's comedy genius. You don't have to make a joke. It's just the way you present yourself is hilarious. So I think Ben Stiller is actually making a documentary about his parents, because they used to be a comedy duo back in the day.
Back in my day, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing that, because I think he's one of the funniest people ever.
Yeah, I remember well Stiller and Mary. Yeah.
Serenity now.
Kramer drops his bubble gum into the
the bagel mix.
The bagel mix.
Our strike is over. Going back to work.
I remember the new Coke didn't last long before they brought back the old Coke as Classic Coke, but here's Conroy Jet. They brought back Classic. They called it Coke Classic, and they had new Coke taking up shelf space, and that made retailers like grocery stores and 7-Elevens unhappy because they didn't have the space at the time. And so they've had both new Coke and Classic Coke. Oh, yeah, I remember Diet Right. Yeah, boy, that did taste awful. What up, Cage? We can watch it in the Discord, Jess.
Oh, Jess, did you read, I was looking at my shelf. Did you read Fantastic Four by Alex Ross yet? The new one?
Yes. What? Taylor, it was a book club selection from last Sunday. What are you doing with your life? You don't even pay attention to my channel anymore. You used to be one of my top viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you think of it? I read it a couple months ago.
Sorry?
I'm just curious to your thoughts. I read it several months ago and you hadn't read it, so I was curious what your thoughts are.
I liked it a lot, but I think that, and I want to do this, since it was full circle, it introduced concepts and characters from, I think, I was told Fantastic Four 51. Some of the people in here, like Rick Ray and stuff, were telling me what issues I should read. And I think Larry was telling me that too, that it would make it a better experience for me if I knew about Nega Man and who was the other? Oh, and the person that imitated the Thing. Those were all in 51. Oh, well, Nega Man, I think, was Fantastic Four 102 through 107 or whatever it was. I wrote it down here in my pile of Post-it notes. But if I read about the origin of this man, this monster, and then if I read about Nega Man, that I would appreciate it more. I still liked it a lot. I thought it was an interesting, well-told story. And of course, I love his art. Even if he's drawing, it's still amazing. But I think I would like it even more if I knew about those characters.
Yeah, I love the art. I just thought the story was okay.
I wonder if you'd appreciate it more if you did what I did and which I haven't done, which I mean to do, and go back and know about those characters, Nega Man and the Hulk. I'm sorry, the Thing impersonator.
Maybe I enjoyed it for what it was. I just didn't think it was like one of my favorite Fantastic Four books, like the Wade and Ringo omnibus or Hickman. I thought it was good. I mean, it's Alex Ross. The art's always great. The story wasn't quite there for me, but maybe it is because I didn't have the background other people did.
I'm going to try and do that this week, and I'll report back to you as to tell you if it. I have a feeling I'm going to like the book even more if I get the background on it.
I have like 5 more minutes, by the way.
5 more minutes. Cycle Cleveland. I'll get Cycle Cleveland to join me.
Oh, we're finally gonna see his face. Or
No,
he
he says he'll never join. Cycle Cleveland, I know. I need an outlet to voice my worthless opinions to people who never asked for them. Discord may be the outlet now. I encourage everyone to come to the Discord channel and let Cycle Cleveland herd all of you cats around. Oh, I remember Tab. Yeah, girls really like Tab. I remember that was a chick drink back in college. Sorry, I offend those of you out there who are women who would rather be called women, and that was probably a sexist comment, but it was mostly for women. Tab was. It was marketed towards women. Minister of Comics, Omnidog. I haven't seen this doc in question, but it sounds like a plot to a sequel of Punch Drunk Love. What was that documentary? Was that the
Pepsi documentary?
Oh, the Pepsi documentary. I never saw Punch Drunk Love. Movie Pass is actually back. I watched like 60 movies in theaters in 2018 because of Movie Pass. Those were the days. I think this is what I did in my movie buddy. At one point, it was $10 for unlimited movies. I don't think it stayed that way for long. I feel like we did that for like 3 months. I saw Ghostbusters at the theater 10 to 15 times, often 3 showings at a day for 1 ticket. Oh, he was staying over. Oh, I remember this. Somebody told me this. Did you know there's 2 versions of Spider-Verse in theaters? Only minor differences. You're not missing major plot. That's right. There were 2 versions of Spider-Verse out there.
I thought it was even more.
Oh, are there more than 2?
I thought it was just like different like dialogue stuff, but I could be wrong. I know it's at least 2.
I need to see that when it comes to the home and turn on closed caption, but because I heard virtually nothing of what Spider-Punk had to say. He was using like Cockney slang and stuff, and that's fine, but I could, the mix was really muddy and I couldn't hear him. And then whenever Gwen and Miles would tangle with somebody, they were doing snappy dialogue, and I couldn't pick up on that either. So I don't know if it's me or I don't. What? What the fuck? Sorry, excuse my language. IST has them for 70% off. It's the only OHC with the Looney Tunes issue. That's why. Spider-Man by John Byrne didn't even have a complete story. The Marvel Ultimate Omnibus, wasn't it? I think we covered that. Oh, the Marvel Age Omnibus hasn't been released yet. Oh, this is a good point. As a Spidey fan, okay, I know Larry got this, but for the art. But who asked for 1 more day? Oh, what's this mean, Minister? I mean, not Minister. Cleveland. Cycle Cleveland. What monster wants this other than to build a shrine of hate? Yeah, I said when Webhead and I did the collected editions for the month of May or whenever it came out, who the hell asked for 1 more day gallery edition? I know Larry wanted it for the art. Peace and love, that's fine. But I think that was a very odd choice, considering it's one of the most reviled Spider-Man stories. I mean, are we getting Sins of the Past gallery edition too, so I can just have a giant blow up of Norman Osborn and Gwen? Ew. Vanilla Coke is best Coke. There we go. Matthew likes 0 sugar Coke. I would love it if this would turn into a soda chat. This has been a long day watching the different chats. People talking about statues, toys, anime, manga. Now this, I'm sorry, but I cannot get engaged when it comes to these topics. I'm sorry, Lars. I'm sorry that this is not your cup of tea. Big damn dumb idea or great idea?
I'm guessing a great idea because it sold a lot of copies.
And I bought it.
Yeah.
But have I read it yet? No. It's too big.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know when I'm going to get to read it. I love those stories too. What is there who's a mod in here? Do I have any mods? Because I don't particularly care for this comment, and I'd like somebody to time him out. Mods, where are you? I'm not even going to highlight it. FF51 is a classic issue. For Circle was pretty thin, like it needed a burger and a shake thin, but I liked it. Yeah, I think Larry and I agreed that it would have been a better, more complete book if those issues were stuck, like Fantastic Four 51 were put in there to give context to the story. But I also see how that wouldn't make it an Alex Ross book. Wait, who's a mod? Let me go. Who's a mod? Okay, James. Oh, good. Thank you. I appreciate. Look at that. Already did it. Thank you, James. Good job. Oh, but you're still watching. Okay. I want a Craven's Last Night Gallery edition with the original colors. They also did an Absolute Identity Crisis. I don't particularly care for that story, but I have a friend, a good friend, that I met at Heroes Con who loves this story. So I'm not going to bash it in case he's watching, but it was not my cup of tea. Oh, I haven't bought One More Day Gallery yet, waiting for the price to drop first. That's going to be an 80% off book soon. The audio for the movie was mastered at an audio level of 7. So if theaters did not turn the audio up, the dialogue is hard to hear. That's a really interesting point, Razor. Thank you for telling me that. So it's not because I'm old and I have bad hearing. It's because the audio wasn't put up enough. Interesting, because I honestly feel like I missed a solid third of that movie's dialogue. I still loved it. My movie buddy and I were completely shocked at the ending, like the ending, like the very last thing that shows up. We didn't know about that. So we were shocked. James already answered it. I only got Full Circle because it came in an Alex Ross 3-pack I bought. Originally, I was going to sell it because I only wanted the other books, but after revisiting it, thanks to the book club, I decided to keep it. I enjoyed it more in the second read-through. Tell me more about this 3-pack. What else did you get in the 3-pack? I agree with you, Cage. I like those Jerry Lewis comics and Bob Hope and Sugar and Spike, which I'd like an omnibus of. Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen. Yeah, I know. I'm the only one that's going to buy those. So just make one omnibus and send it to me. Jess, does the idea of me and Cycle getting along frighten you? No, I think it's great. And I want to see all of your thoughts in the Discord. I want you guys to go crazy. I want there to be rules because I don't want hate. Chaos is fine. I don't want there to be any hate. And I'm not a big hate fan. Here's the Discord. And I'll put it in the description below. Do you have to go, Minister?
Yeah, I'm going to head out. But thanks for having me on, Jess. It was a lot of fun.
Well, it's great having you. Where can they find you on Instagram? I can do the show for another 10 minutes, which will turn into an hour if I still have people.
Another 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can find me at Minister of Comics on Instagram, where I do reviews, hauls, reels, that kind of stuff.
And he's really good at reels. I need to learn how to do reels.
I had to delete mine from today.
But I think you can put it back up.
It's too late at this point.
Okay.
But I'd rather put up accurate information than inaccurate.
But you were basing it off of what he said yesterday or 2 days ago. So
That's
I
true.
think,
oh well.
I don't know. We're only as good as the information we're given.
That's true. All right, Jess, it was fun.
Well, peace and love. It was great to see you, and say hi to your whole family for me, including your dog, who I love.
Will do.
All righty. Take care.
Bye.
Okay, so it's just me, and I'm happy to stay here and talk comics or soda or whatever you want. Hi. Oh yeah, you've been recommending the Super Dave documentary for a while. Where is that? Jerry Stiller and Ann Mara were in the brilliant movie Heavyweights with Ben. What a classic. I don't think I've seen that, which doesn't surprise anybody because I haven't seen hardly anything. Doody-doo, 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 doody-doo. I've covered this, covered that, covered this. Hopefully no one is drinking soda with aspartame or aspartame. Are they still flavoring it with that? Okay, thank you. Get ready for Avengers 200. Was it Avengers 200 where Captain Marvel had? Yeah, that's awful. Yeah, right. Yeah, no one wants that. I actually got rid of my Captain Marvel omnibus because that story was in it. Whoa, Larry getting technical. You mean -7 decibels or a different scale? Hey now, Avengers 200 has Perez art, and I love that goofy ass story as a kid. I'm going to get Jim Shooter to sign my cover for $20. Stopped eating red meat. Still awaiting what to read after the X Lives and Deaths of Wolverine and Collected Edition. I felt like, okay, I'll find out for you, Death Rattle. I think that's the last story of that particular hardcover. I'm sorry, of that particular era. I mean, they're still putting out like Wolverine 2 and X-Force 2 and stuff, but I think that just fills in the Krakoa era. I think that this book was the last oversized hardcover so far, and I think that we thought that the next anthology series would continue on from there, but they're not doing that now. That's a dumb idea. Not doing those anthology stories like Reign of X and Trials of X. They're not doing Destiny of X. That's a dumb idea because those anthology trades were really fun and really good way for people to follow along. And now what are they going to do? I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm not going to like it as much as having all those stories in one and getting the whole thing. I don't, yeah, that's a dumb idea. Thank you for bringing that up. There will be chaos and rules. Okay. An omnibus of Mike Grell's Warlord. Larry's in favor of that because it was really rude. Oh, Taylor. It's that's the Instagram, because very fine condition. We just went over it. It was about saying that he was frosted, that he thinks he may not get the OHC of Daredevil Volume 5 by Zdarsky. And then I got, that's what it was. He did it on that. And then when I told him that may or may not be correct, he deleted it. It was nice seeing Taylor. It felt like forever. It was nice seeing him. The 3-pack was Full Circle, Kingdom Come 20th Anniversary Editions. Oh, and Marvel's, what a great 3-pack. Where did you get that? I mean, I have those books, but I think that's a great 3-pack. Oh, Brave and the Boys is back. I should have asked Shooter about Avengers 200. That would have got a reaction. I was afraid of him. Yeah. I actually was. I was like, I'm leaving now. the Super Bob Einstein movie on HBO Max. Taylor had to go. He has like wife and family. And do you have a schedule you want to try to do next week? Here's the issue with that. Every time I try and plan something, something else shows up. I would love to do a show with Freddie, my Marvel consultant from Puerto Rico, but I just don't know how I'm going to feel from day to day, James, to be honest with you. I noticed that there was a schedule in the Discord for me, and I'm just afraid to get people's hopes up in case I don't feel well. But I really do want to be doing more reviews and live shows and stuff. And I'm on kind of a long winning streak so far, so to speak, with how I'm feeling. So it's possible I could have a really good week and do a bunch of stuff. No, he okay, hang on. No. Kratos 99. Are they ever going to reprint Tomb of Dracula and Werewolf by Night Omnis? I bet they will. I don't have the line that Very Fine Condition does, but those seem like they would make money. I feel like Werewolf by Night sort of sat for a while, but they also reprinted Hulk Silver Age Volume 1, and that sat for a while, and they reprinted that. So I don't see why they wouldn't reprint Tomb of Dracula. Did you say Zoe Thorogood doesn't use would have anymore? Can I type correctly again? Wolverine and X-Force HC3 are coming too. Oh, yeah. Also Sins of Sinister, which I really want to get. Conroy, I wouldn't be surprised to see Tomb and Werewolf reprinted now that they are getting the Marvel Masterworks treatment. Ooh, that means they've been remastered and they will look even better in omnibus form. The Wisdom of Lobo was a 64-page collection of blank pages, wasn't it? Oh, Tilar Blunt is in the chat. What up, buddy? You said you were going to call me today, and you didn't. Shocking. Did you have something else to do, like take a nap? Why didn't you call me, you spud? Yeah, what's going on? You were supposed to call me. Why didn't you? Yeah, totally. No, I'm pretty caught up. I'm actually, that was 9:54. I'm really caught up. It was just a bundle put together by someone on eBay. Oh, I just got lucky and stumbled onto it. It's also, stumbled onto it. All unread sealed books in perfect condition for a killer price. Good for you, Michael. Nice. Oh, we're at the end times. I'm all caught up. Michael was the most recent one. Because I was in the car with a screaming baby for 3 hours and it felt like you wouldn't want to hear that in the background. My mistake. I'll call you next time. Hey, you just promised you were going to call me and you didn't. Just more in a line of broken promises that you fed me throughout our entire friendship. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I think I'm out of dumb ideas. Oh, here's a dumb idea. Marvel Spines. The baby font is a dumb idea. That little baby font sitting next to big font, not good. Don't like that look. Really don't dig the baby spines. And while what? Spinegate, exactly. I don't understand what. Yeah, okay, we've talked about this a billion times. I think it just we talked about. Here's something that we haven't talked about enough, and that's Kristen's idea for the Gwenpool spine. Not to use her idea. That was dumb. It was going to have a bunch of little Gwenpools climbing up the spine where it says Gwenpool, like stretching the letters, and she's being goofy and she's breaking the fourth wall because that's what she does. And that would have been like amazing. But they didn't use that idea, and it was dumb. Oh my God, I just got Uncanny X-Men Volume 5 today. I hate it so much. Will Marvel go back and do their old dust jackets? Oh, I already put that over in the stack of shame. Let me go get it. I'll turn the camera over here to the stack of shame, which is over there. Where is it? Oh, you're right. Baby spine. Baby bibbit. Bibbit spine. 100% right, William Lee. It's going to look really crummy next to my other Uncanny X-Men thingies. Okay, Cage. Good night. Thanks for being here. I would second dip on a better spine. I would be okay with the font getting smaller to make long titles and more credits fit better, but not that small. Oh, yeah, those... They're actually not that company. They're not that comfy. They need to be restuffed. They're sort of uncomfortable. They're the only vintage stuff we brought from our old basement to the new place, that and the coffee table. But they could stand to be restuffed. They're a little kind of hard. Still feel bad about it. Period. Please don't take it personally. Period. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Right. Baby spines make it sound cute. It's not cute. It's dumb. Let's see. Oh, okay, wait. I have lots of questions. Just a sec. Jess, do you own a nice automatic watch? I just bought a Tudor for my 20th anniversary. Tasty Melon, good question. I have a ton. One of my early collections. I'm not getting this right. Swatch. I have never personally felt the need for a really nice watch. And this is back when swatches were like $40 a piece. I accumulated a really cool, a bunch, maybe 40 or so different Swatch watches. It was one of my first collectibles. I think it's great that you got one. It's not for me. I liked these because they were inexpensive, sort of comparatively. Now they're too expensive. They're like $70. And for a plastic watch, I'm not spending that kind of money. But a Tudor watch sounds boss. Good idea, Sunday live stream. Okay. My daughter's coming over, and I think she wants to play video games or watch Napoleon Dynamite. So I don't know. Crazed asks, Super Sons Omni expansions, dumb or no? I don't think they're dumb. I'm kind of bummed because I own the first one, obviously, and then the two trades that came after it. Had I, I'm like everybody else. Had I known that they were going to release an expanded edition, I would have waited. But I'm also okay with just the Super Sons Omni and the two trades. I I can't get upset, but I understand why people are. That is kind of a bummer. I hope David Gabriel confesses one day and outs who came up with that small font spine. Hopefully it wasn't him. Does Patty come down and read with you ever? No. She reads typically right before bed, whereas I read a lot during the day. And as you may have picked up, she is a busy bee. She buzzes around all the time. She wakes up and she's buzzing. First thing in the morning, 7 a.m., whatever time it is. She has the energy of an 8-year-old. I don't know how she does it. She's always cheerful and happy. I don't know what that's like. But she's also so busy that she rarely just sits down and reads a book. She would rather be doing something else. She reads at night or listens to audiobooks. She reads a lot. She does read a lot. But it tends to be, I think, at night before bed. So no, she never does come down here. My parents have that same wall clock. Does it say Bragg's Diner like mine? Recently, she has been reading a lot about female spies during like World War II. There have been several books out recently. One's called A Woman of No Importance. I feel like she read that last year. She really loved that. That's the kind of thing that she really loves. Not historical fiction. That was a true story about a female spy in World War II. Yes. Oh, Jess, I'm sure you've answered this a million times. So where did you get that Zatanna picture in the middle? Oh, this Bruce Timm one? Where did I get that? Oh, it came framed. So I got it from the same place that I got the WandaVision ones. That WandaVision one, those came framed, I believe, from Bottleneck Gallery. BNG, Bottleneck Gallery. I got those probably 2 years ago. And then I got them framed. They sent them, I got them framed there. They sent them framed. And I also got one print of a different WandaVision print that I did not get framed, that I just had them send, and I stuck it in my portfolio. And I should do a tour of my portfolio because there's a lot of boss art in there. I have to figure out how to censor, make safe for viewing the Bruce Timm posters, prints that I got. They're a little racy. My mom bought me a swatch for my birthday. It has a painting of a pipe on the face, and I love it. Oh, I wish I could see a picture of it. That sounds cool. Finished watching my movie we on watches now. Yeah, of course I said I was going to continue for 10 minutes, and as long as people are here asking me questions and wanting to talk about stuff, I'm totally cool with it. This is how I feel better. Oh, I forgot to do my bolus. The thing went off and I forgot to do it. Cycle, why didn't you remind me? Holy guacamole. Maybe I'll feel even better. Yeah, this is my medicine. Doing these live streams makes me feel better. I forget about my pain. Somehow, maybe it's endorphins, dopamine, serotonin. What is it, Cycle? What gets released when I do these live streams and have such a good feeling? Another dumb idea. Allow Neil Adams to butcher his own work for his Batman omnibus. I don't disagree. That's my most popular video. I think if you Google, somebody told me this, I haven't done it myself. I think if you Google Neil Adams Batman omnibus, I think my video is like the third thing that pops up if you Google it. So maybe somebody could Google it right now and see if I show up. I also know if you Google Ed Brubaker, Riley's picture shows up for some reason. I'm not even sure he knows why. It's Sunday in 2 hours, so this could be the Sunday stream. Marcelo wins the internet for the Neil Adams call. Well, I mean, that was one of my first videos that I did, and it is my most popular video. Rest in peace. Yes. Oh, yes. Rest in peace. My favorite artist. Yeah. Live stream every day, all day. Let's go. That's okay. He took it a little hard. That person is typically not like that. But Taylor, it hurt Taylor, and I'm not happy about it at all. I don't want that person back. Ridley Scott Napoleon comes out this fall, I think. It was a mean comment, and it hurt him, and I'm not happy about it at all. I don't know why people would say something like that. That person's normally a nice person, but that was just a fucking mean thing to say, and I'm not happy at all about it. Yes, I have a recliner in 2 places. A recliner in the family room and in my dressing room. Yes, I have a dressing room now. I don't have a library or a sweater closet, but I do have a dressing room. Happy Saturday night, Quack. What up? Are you building Lego now? Daniel, what is your favorite Jeff Johns book? Ooh. Well, Flash is good. Course. I love Green Lantern, but I think I'm gonna have to say New 52 Justice League. I love that run all the way through, even when it sort of hits a wall with the Trinity of Sin, the Pandora thing. I feel like that didn't work because it's one of those too many cooks in the kitchen. But boy, I loved all of Jeff Johns' stuff in New 52 Justice League. And I will say I reread Doomsday Clock. And I don't know if Brian's still in the chat, Brian Brewster, but I did it for his channel when when Very Fine Condition and I were on his channel. I reread Doomsday Clock, and I love that book. I don't know, maybe it took too long to come out, or it didn't get as good a reception as it should have. I really, really like that book. Tasty Melon, he bought a Seiko automatic, waiting for it to show up. Classic dive style watch. Sergeant Savage. Patty must have a really good diet. She eats better than I do, yes. Craze says, oh my gosh, and they're expanding it again for the next printing, including that second trade paperback? Well, then I understand. I guess I can understand why people are kind of, yeah. What's the deal? Why are you? You know what upsets me more, though? I think the ending of the Marvel X-Men anthology series. I felt like I wanted to read through Destiny of X. But I understand. I can see why people are upset about that. Secret Wars 2 Omnibus. I heard that it's not a great collected edition. I never read it because apparently it was all about toys. It was written to sell toys. I read the Secret Wars 1 Omnibus, and I was fine with it. It was, Bronze Age kind of stuff that I just thought was okay. But those are 2 books that I was happy to eventually let somebody else enjoy more than I did. Sergeant Savage agrees. Tasty Melon agrees with you. Diet is the key to feeling good and energetic. That and exercise. She's always like that. She could be living on a diet of cheeseburgers and banana splits, and she would still be like that. I've never known her since 1987 than to be anything other than a buzzing bee. And she and I have been known to eat like as a matter of fact, when we were in the process of hardcore moving, like packing up and everything, and it was hell in November and December and January, we just said, no rules. Eat whatever makes you feel good. She and I both ate horribly, and she still woke up. She's just a little honeybee. Freddie, I got the expanded edition, missed out on original Omni, and I'd be okay with just paperbacks of that extra stuff too. Not as awesome. Y'all should keep whichever version you all got. This is the Freddie who I'm trying to figure out how I can get him on the air and talk about toys and an Al Ewing collected edition guide video, because I have a stack of Al Ewing Marvel trades, and Freddie would be perfect to help us figure out in what order we should read them. So I want Freddie to do a toy show with me, and I want him to do an Al Ewing guide show with me. I can't promise when that'll happen because I don't want to disappoint anybody, especially James. But Freddie would be great. Patty should try Velvet. You know, that's a great suggestion. Oh, because of the spy thing. Yeah. She and my daughter just are not into comics. I've tried and I've never pushed it, but I've always said, here's something you might enjoy. And they've always been willing to try it. It's just not for them. And I've learned I can't, especially my daughter. She, as much as she loves Star Wars, I gave her those Darth Vader by Kieran Gillen, which were so great. And she read them and said, yeah, I liked them. And then just gave them back to me. And when she was just like, nah. So I wish they were into it, but they're just not. Not everybody can be the astonishing Melanie. Upper level management having impeccable taste was never in doubt. That is so nice of you to say, Rick Ray. I will tell her that. Oh, we have another Clevelander. Hey, Joel, how's it going? Sorry, I meant the clock with the gold circle frame. I have a clock with a gold circle frame in here? Where's that? Are you talking about... Wait, let me do this properly. Okay, my bolus is over. Are you talking about that clock there? That clock there? Is there another clock over there? What am I missing? Is there a clock in here that I don't know about? What clocks have people been putting up that I don't know about in here? That's actually that was something Patty had made for the old house, Bragg's Diner. Heard about those female spies there? Interesting. She's read 2 or 3 really good books that she really adores. I think they were recommended by my sister. James Abel, when you are doing such a terrific job all the time, I don't think you have anything to be sorry about. Yeah, it's one of those things, James. Please don't take it personally. It's on that person that made that rude comment. It's his fault, not yours. His or hers fault. Just did you read DC's Bombshells? If so, I have a question. I read them, but it's been a while since I've read them. I know where they are, actually, in my fabulously unorganized system over in the other room. I can go ahead and ask your question. I'll see if I can answer it. Even if you don't have space, I'll force that Superboy on you. None of my friends appreciate or even know who the Legion is. Is that poster you want to send me? Get Patty some Black Widow or Silver Sable to read. There's also a new white... Oh, a new White Widow series with Yelena coming out. Who's writing that? Eric says, congrats on the 2-door Tasty Melon. I also like the swatches, Jess. Thank you, Eric. Oh, look at your doggy. That's so sweet. What kind of dog is that, Eric? Is that a cockapoo or some other type of cute little doggy? That is so sweet. Larry says, Batman the Hush Saga Omnibus. Good idea. November 7th. Had the singles, sold them, loved them. Have a standard size HC now, but missed out on the absolutes. So I'm considering this Omni. Okay, let me look to see what the Omni contains. Okay, yeah, I know it's Prime Day, whatever. Hush Saga Omnibus. Okay, let's see what's in it. By Jeff Loeb, yeah. I was wait. No, I was thinking of something else. What? Okay, wait. I was mixing it up with something else. It has Batman Streets of Gotham. All right, wait a second. Now I'm getting confused because I have Hush in absolute form. What? Wait, what am I thinking that Paul Dini wrote? Because okay, wait a sec. Now I'm Gotham Knights, Batman. Okay, wait a sec. Lovely Hush. Okay, what's in this? This is the absolute, which I love, and I thought was the complete story. Am I wrong? I'm okay being wrong. What? Yeah. Just tell me what's in here, you guys. What the heck? Legend of Batman. Yeah. Okay, wait. Originally published in single magazine form as Batman 608 through 619. I don't have the complete Hush saga. I have to get this omnibus. It's got Batman Gotham Knights 50. Okay, wait. This is 608 through 619. That's all I've ever read. And 685, Batman Gotham Knights 50 through 55, 60 through 71, and 70 through 74. Detective 84 through 850 and 852, a Hush interlude from Wizard Zero. The Hush Tales from Batman Streets of Gotham 1 through 4, 14, and 16 through 21. I think that might be the Paul Dini stuff, and a brand new short story from Batman Hush 20. Okay, yeah, it's a great idea, Larry, because now I'm getting it. Because I thought I had the whole thing right here all these years. What kind of... I am a comic book dope. It's not comics are dope. It's Jess is a dope. Yeah, so thanks for saying that. Now I realize I need to get it. Yeah, it's a great idea. Your portfolio tour might be a good idea to do with a show with Bunkmaster. You both can talk about original art and prints. That's a good idea. Although I think that might be a good idea. I could show a few things, but I think for a full tour, I'm going to need to angle my camera phone down and just go through the portfolio on the ground. Hit the bolus for notifications. Cycle. That's what I thought. Oh, a Tudor is apparently a nice kind of house and a nice kind of watch. Larry's Library. I'm all over that. I haven't read anything besides the OG Hush story. Me too, roguish type. Me too. Jewish Dragons. Not sure if this is a dumb idea, but I would pay for a Marvel New Universe Omni. Or some of the oddball titles like US1 or Team America or NFL Super Pro. Wow. if you want it, Juice Dragons, then I don't think it's a dumb idea because you want it. And I'm not being sarcastic. Did you read Guardians or Son of Kal-El today? I didn't. Not judging if you didn't. I didn't. And I do need to read Son of Kal-El, especially for that Nightwing crossover. Well, it's probably serotonin and dopamine. Okay, that's what I get from this. It's been Sunday for 4 hours plus already. This is Bombshells. I was reading the book as the issues came out, but at the time I had too many books on my pull list, so I ended up dropping it after issue 6. Anyway, I enjoyed those issues, so I recently bought the Volume 1 hardcover. They're out of print, and my question is, was it good enough that I should try to get Volume 2? Yes. I feel those first 2 hardcovers contain the best of the Bombshell stories. That said, I collected all of them because I'm insane and I'm me. But those first 2 hardcovers, I feel were the strongest stories. I think Marguerite Bennett wrote all of them. And I feel like, yeah, you should look for Volume 2. Those are the best stories. Ed Brubaker Google just shows me Ed Brubaker as of now. What if you went to Images and pulled up Images? Go to Ed Brubaker, Google Ed Brubaker, and then go to Images and see if Riley shows up. You might be right. I think they are out of print. I think both of them are, but I don't know how badly out of print that Volume 2 is. Let's see. DC Bombshells. It's not spelled with 3 L's. Volume 2. Whoops, I meant to say hardcover. Sorry. Hardcover. Trade paperback, hardcover. Number 1, number 1, number 2. Number 1 seems easy. Deluxe hardcover. Oh boy, those are good looking. Volume 2, paperback. This is really annoying. The Deluxe Edition 1, why are they not showing me 2? All right, wait. I'll just hit the filter and see what sold editions are going for. Sold items. Trade paperback. Here. What the heck? Why is this so hard? Get it. Try and get... Wait, what volume 1? Volume 1 hardcover. Oh, was it good enough that I should try and get... Okay, yeah, you should. If Gio was here, he would say Marvel's worst idea was not making an Inhumans omnibus. You're right. When you Google George C. Scott, one of the main pictures is of Jack Lemmon. Yes, your Neil Adams video is a classic. I actually compared the classic and recolored versions with someone, and they couldn't be sure it was retouched. I can guarantee you that the Batman omnibus is not only re-inked, but is recolored. Because I had the original issues at the time that I did the comparison. Or else I had the original colors in a trade paperback or something and the original inking. That Batman omnibus has been completely redone to take away everything that made it special back when it came out. But have you Googled me yet? Do I show up? Did you read? I just got it, Joel. Because of Freddie, Shang-Chi Volume 3 was holding up my order for 2 weeks. Thank you, Freddie. So I just got it yesterday. Night Fever, I'm sure it's good, but I haven't read it yet. The Minister and I are on for our next episode will be The Good Asian and Night Fever. We're going to do a special Saturday night crime corner episode reviewing those two books. No, it was purposely designed to hurt him, and it pissed me off. Just read the first trade. Oh yeah, that Black Bolt series is way good. Really, really good. They attributed any difference to modern paper and printing? No, it was completely redone. Heroic. Yeah, no, it was completely redone. I don't have a beef with toys. I have a beef with you because you didn't call me today. Favorite Jeff Johns book? Three Jokers. LOL. Seriously, Batman Earth 1. Oh, good. Oh, you're right. Batman Earth 1. Thank you, Lars. I am changing my opinion because I forgot how much I love Batman Earth 1. Thank you, Lars. I apologize. Batman Earth 1 is my favorite Jeff Johns, with great art by Gary Frank. And a roguish type is right. I actually have 2 trades that I don't need of it. So maybe I'll give away those 2 trades in honor of a roguish type and send them to somebody who needs them. Not tonight, because I'm exhausted and I can't deal with it. Maybe if I have Tuesday's July 4th. Well, we'll have to think about that. For once, DC listens that people wanted something extra in the Super Sons Omni, and then people get mad. That's a dumb reaction. Okay, yeah. When you get a reissue and it contains a bunch of extras, that's probably a good thing. And I'm not upset with the omnibus and 2 trades. I have the story. That's cool. Yeah, I agree with you, Marcelo. Oh, Rodimus, how's it going? As the leading Hispanic authority about comic books on the internet, I am always challenged whenever I can see him from another one of my friends from PR to speak Española, or as Peggy Hill says, Espanol. So today it says, Paz y amor para todos especial. Okay, wait. Paz y amor para todos, especialmente para el gran omnipero. Thank you. I want to live. So do I. Yeah, so do I. She could, and she'd still be a busy little bee. Patty needs to submit herself. So yeah, her body has some special chemical. Like I wake up and I'm just moaning and groaning down the stairs. Everything hurts. It takes 2 hours for me to wake up with coffee. And she's like, get things done. Let's go. Come on. Tyler Blunt, you better buy the amazing NECA dinosaur toys, not the mama. They look amazing. Oh, yeah, I saw those. Freddy's show tomorrow. Downplay me, just downplay. I've been fired 5 times from my friend's podcast. A Freddy show tomorrow. Although I did promise Bunk that I'd have him on. So, but who would watch on July 4th? Don't people go out to like picnics and stuff during the day? I wouldn't do a show July 4th night. That's when everybody's doing fireworks. What about a show during the day on July 4th, like around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? What would people watch that? I'm asking people. I'm asking you. Would you watch that? My coworker highly recommends the Gillen Darth Vader. I missed the Omni reprint, so I'm going to have to wait a while. Oh, roguish type. It's so good. It is so good. Oh, I'm 15 minutes behind. Holy crap. And going on 6th because he asked me to co-host this week and already told me he has a replacement in line. Yeah, most people I know will not even look at a comic. Actually, most people I know are closed-minded with things they are not familiar with. Pretty sad, I think. Clock on the wall near the pile of shame. Yeah, that's a special thing Patty had made for our old Art Deco basement. It says Bragg's Diner on it, and it's a silver frame, so it's not it's probably not what you're thinking. Just, can we get a close-up of that Red Sonja statue? Sure. I brought my microphone. Okay, I can set it. Where can I set it? I'm going to try and get, okay, wait. Let me get rid of this comment. Nothing personal, Smurf, but I will show you Red Sonja. And trust me when I say the Deja Thoris statue was going to be way more revealing. Okay, let me give you a close-up of her face over here. Whoops, sorry. I've got the mic here with me. There, how's that? Is that close enough? Okay, how's that? And she's split open this snake, this giant snake, and his guts are gushing out. And there's this snaky head with the fangs sticking out. And she's covered in blood. And yeah, Deja Thoris showed way more than that. So thanks, Sazmurf. That was fun. I'm lucky Jake didn't run off with anything. Wait, was that Red Sonja? I respect. Okay, I just gave you a super close-up. Okay, yeah. If I gave you a close-up of it, you'd realize that it was just something she got online. White Widow is going to be Sarah Gailey on writing and Alessandro Miracolo on art. Don't know either of them. Okay, I'm skipping this comment, Cycle Cleveland. How dare you? Hush is great. I screwed up what I typed at the end of my question, but you get what I was trying to ask. LOL. Yes. Sorry. I calculated a few weeks back, and I believe there are about 33 issues in the Hush omnibus, not in the Dini omnibus. That's what I was thinking. The Dini omnibus, right. That's why I just kept my trades and hardcovers. It's a mix. The Paul Dini. That's why I didn't get the omnibus, because it was missing stuff. Thank you. My dog Avery is part Pomeranian and part Maltese. She looks a lot like other combinations. Very cute. Deanie did Heart of Hush, not Heart of Hua. Yeah, Heart of Hush. I think the new Hush Omni was canceled a few years ago and now is back with everything, including the bonus 20th anniversary. Okay, I'm getting it. Oh, that canceled Hush Omnibus was a big sore spot for people. Yes, I remember that. Razor's library is so nicely. Oh, did you already go to the Discord and open it and put in a picture, Razor? That's awesome. That's really awesome. Hey, man, I'm new to collecting, but very fun condition. Had a video talking about this recently. Just now sell me that Absolute, and I will skip the Omni, as I will be happy with just the Jim Lee stuff. I will consider that. That was my very first Omni. I mean, my very first Absolute. But that's a consideration because I really want that omnibus now. I had no idea. I mean, I love the story, but I didn't know I was only getting parts of it. That's okay, we can talk about that. Yeah. He's really flexing on us with all those books with the cover facing out. Mainly that he has the room to do that. Oh, Razor is? Is that in the Discord cycle? Oh, here's White Wolf checking in from Caesar's Palace while my wife tries on clothes. I like that. We'll watch the replay at the airport later for the next leg of my honeymoon. Hope you're well, Jess. I hope you're enjoying your vacation in the U.S., your honeymoon, White Wolf. Good for you. I hope you have a great time. Oh, yes, a roguish type. Both Hush and Dini Omnibus are a great set to me. Jess, I did images in regular. Oh, I'm not seeing Riley either. Oh, okay. That used to be a thing. I wonder why it's not. Okay. We're talking about Riley when you Google Brubaker. It used to be a thing. My 48 grew up on BTAS, so I've had the Dini Omni on my list. Batman is pretty much the only DC I've read. Here's Josh. Nice to see you, buddy. Do you like the Batman 66 series? The one by Jeff Parker? Yes, it's great. I love it. It's, tongue-in-cheek like the Batman 66, but 66 TV series, but Jeff Parker's a great writer. One of my favorites. And Taylor and I did an interview with him, one of our many interviews, if you'd like to find out how great of a guy Jeff Parker is too. So yes, I did like the Batman 66 omnibus that I have. What you could suggest to, yeah, I have all those books, Pyongyang, Shenzhen, Burma, and Jerusalem, stories told from places most of us will never experience. She's just not a visual media kind of gal. She likes prose, and it's just, I know, it's kind of like suggesting manga to me. Like I tried it and it didn't work out. She tried it and it just didn't work out. I appreciate the suggestion, though. We've already got just a half hour past his original ending point. Reinforcement is welcome. Oh, and Mr. Awesome's back again. You're welcome, Jess. The wait was worth more. The wait was worth more Jane Yang. Right. Thank you, buddy. I don't know how he couldn't tell that either. I was going to show him your video, but didn't want to be rude. We're talking about Neil Adams' Batman. Yeah, I think what we're going to have to do is what I've been waiting for is for DC to pick up the pace. Oh, here's a dumb thing. What is the idea? Okay, wait, let me finish my original thought. DC needs to pick up the pace with the Silver Age Batman and Superman omnis. Get those things going like 3 a year so we can get to the 68 to 74 time period when Neil Adams was so impactful, not only as a cover artist, but for his interiors. Yes. And it boggles my mind now that I think about it. Why would DC, when you see that Marvel's just disgorging all these omnis all the time, no matter what the time period, practically, they spit out Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age, Future Age, whatever, every age possible, the Age of Man, the Age of Elves, whatever, they spew it out, and DC's going, okay, we're going to put out 12 Golden Age omnis of everybody, and then we'll start on the Silver Age. Why didn't they just go, we'll release a golden, a silver, a bronze, golden, silver, bronze, golden, silver, bronze, blah, blah, blah. I'd have Batman by now with the Neil Adams and Denny O'Neil writing, Neil Adams art, Denny O'Neil writing, and the Superman stuff that had great Kurt Swan, Murphy Anderson art, and the great writing. Maybe it was Elliot S. Magan, whoever it was. That's dumb. They should reconsider right in the middle right now and just pump out those Silver Age and, well, they do have some Bronze Age, but like Bronze Age Brave and Bold, come on, give me Bronze Age, early Bronze Age Batman. What are we doing here? Like Kristen would say, what is this nonsense? You need to do the next show with both Taylors and maybe get Tyler. Oh, yeah, you're trying to mess me up, huh? Taylor, Tyler, and Jess. Wait. My uncle was stubborn about Astro Boy manga, but then eventually broke down and admitted he liked it. Although he saw it initially when he was young, so he was a connection. He's 64. Maybe you can pat it. Oh, that's right. Chris Claremont. You may never notice the pictures underneath the walls of text. Oh, thank you, James. That's nice. Here's the interview with creator Jeff Parker. He was a great guy. Ah, that's right. I have that run. You're right. From New 52, late New 52. If Jess is missing a finger, we know what happened. Sonya doesn't take any guff. No, she doesn't. Discord invitation and description will be, yes. I'm going to be putting what these guys have been posting. Both James and Cycle have been putting up the Discord group info, the invite, and I'm after the show, I'll create a link for it and put it in the description. But these guys are also putting it out fairly regularly in the chat. Whoops. Money well spent on that Red Sonja, Just. Thanks, Marwolf. Yeah, you're welcome, Saz. Thanks for asking it. Okay, wait. Oh. Oh, I missed a lot. Sorry. Whoa, I missed a whole lot. Okay, sorry. No, it was Taylor. Bunk. I couldn't do a daytime show today with Bunk, so I'm going to have to figure out a different time with him. Yeah, no Bunk tonight. Favorite Mark Waid DC work? Would it be the 3-Boot Legion? My favorite Mark Waid DC. Wow. Boy, it's hard to argue with his World's Finest that's going on right now. Mark Waid, Tower of Babel. That was incredible. The Justice League story. I'd have to go into the small DC room and think about that. Tower of Babel is so great, but World's Finest right now is just such fun comics. But he's done everybody, and he's done everybody really well. It's hard for me to think of a book by him that I've never not loved. Oh, have fun at the fireworks, dude. I appreciate that. No spoilers, but between this Black Bolt and Immortal Hulk, I have really grown to like Crusher Creel, the Absorbing Man. I have to read Immortal Hulk. Black Bolt's awesome. Happy Baturday to all. Cleveland show tomorrow. I hope Patty Secret is not doing drugs and alcohol excessively as a kid. Actually, she did not do any of that. She was a goody-goody. Very goody-goody. I don't know if that's her secret. Comic nerds going outside. Comics independence, let's celebrate. You know what? I think I'd watch it. Do it at night instead of music to fireworks. They can crank you up to 11. Patty will be working Tuesday afternoon at the old folks home, so I would have the afternoon off if I'm feeling well. Speaking of Ahmed, Jess, will you be buying the Ahmed Miles Morales omnibus in August? I have heard lots of good things about that, I think.
No, Jess, Kelly's going to be over Tuesday afternoon.
Oh, where are you going to be?
It just changed. She
Oh,
wants to come over. She wants to come over Monday night and stay all night and into Tuesday.
So she's not coming over tomorrow?
Correct.
Plans have just changed. Upper level management just informed me that junior level management will be here Monday night through Tuesday, which is fine with me. So that opens up my Sunday. So I will be getting in touch with Freddie. Freddie, are you still there? What are you doing tomorrow? There's a chance I'm going to feel good tomorrow. I've heard good things about this MN40. I think I would like to get it. Now I really want to read his Miles Morales series ever read his Black Bolt. Who makes that Red Sonja statue? That was a Sideshow statue. Probably can't afford it, but I want to see some pro shots. That's one of the best statues of her I've ever seen. Go to Sideshow Collectibles. That's an old one. I got that in like 2018. 2018, 2019, somewhere in there. I feel like 2018. You missed my Rogue that was right next to her. That Rogue kills. Sideshow is pretty expensive, but it's a quality product. Thank you. The Princess of Mars is literature. Yeah. I have a feeling just make sure Red Sonja doesn't have any dust on her at all times. Do you remember the first comic statue you got? Yes, I do. It was a DC Bombshell. Those are the things that got me into collecting statues. I didn't ever get Wonder Woman, the Bombshell, because I didn't like her face. She had a super huge Joker smile. Let me look over there. Supergirl and Batgirl I got. Probably second. It might have been that Harley Quinn Bombshell, the very first Harley Quinn Bombshell. I think I got that first. Good question, Dr. Elevator. Oh boy, this is a hard one. They're both different books. They're not that different. They deal with sort of their fantasy humor. They're both really done well. I haven't read the second Barbaric. I loved the first Barbaric. I loved Coda. Barbaric was one of my books of the year last year. If you're making me choose and you're actually going to get it, then I'm going to recommend Coda in the deluxe and wait for Barbaric to be released in a deluxe, which is happening because I bought the standard hardcover and then the ridiculous trade paperback as volume 2. Well, yeah, dude, all they need to do is just put out the Silver Age from 68 to 74. Even the World's Finest that he illustrated, Neil Adams, he did the covers. Oh man, he did such cool covers for World's Finest. The stories were fairly innocuous, but the art made it really interesting. That was the first time I felt, as a collector of 9 years old, that the art was even more important to me than the story, and made the story even more interesting because I had never seen that kind of art before. World's Finest, if I can think of what issue it was, it had a red cover, and boy, this must be really hard to find in grade because that red cover, it's solid red, and it has Batman and Supergirl facing off versus Batman and Batgirl facing off against Superman and Supergirl on the sides with a mystery man right in the middle. And it's all red and it looks so good. And I bet like a 9.4 copy would be hundreds of dollars. Nothing exciting happens in it. I mean, it's fine to read, but smoking hot cover. Okay, here's the Discord for those of you. Thank you, James. For those of you who are interested, just go in there And I've been promised it's going to be very helpful and fun chaos. Top 2 Taylors for sure. Right. Taylor Talks Comics and Taylor the Minister, the best. Publishers here reprinted Neil Adams' Batman in black and white to save costs. You can get some of them and recolor them yourselves. I still really like the series in black and white. Well, you probably have a better feel for how good it is than we do. Wade is such a national treasure. Mr. Awesome, you said it. Whenever Red Sonja is mentioned, I always think about Red Sophia from Cerebus and her metallic costume. Best Mark Waid DC book is Flash. Made me love Wally West. That's a good one. Got to hit the sack. Good night, folks. Just let me know what kind of deal you can give me on that Hush Absolute. Was it out of print? Wait a minute. Let's see. Batman Hush Absolute. I'll give you a good deal. Yeah, I'll give you a good deal, and that'll give me money towards the omnibus. Larry, it's done. And I don't say this lightly. Oh, you're probably already asleep. It's 10:45. Oh, no, that was just 10 minutes ago. Yeah, we can do it. We can work something out. Currently reading Avengers No Surrender OHC, which was co-written by Wade. It's co-written by Wade. And there it is. It's up there. Actually, it's up there next to my Black Bolt hardcover, which was co-written by Wade. It's 15 issues, one really good Avengers story with the B and C listers. Immortal Hulk was the last Marvel book I read. I realized earlier was Wednesday the 5th I have the assembly. I have free every other day. How are you doing on Sunday? Tomorrow. Because my daughter's going to be over Monday and Tuesday. Live stream Sunday. Let's do it. So waiting on me to finish up. Regardless of if you can do a show Tuesday afternoon or not, here's hoping you're feeling well then. Thank you, Michael. That's really nice of you. This is why you aren't in management. Just no, 100%. You're right. I am strictly an order taker. And I don't have a problem with that. I always get steered in the right direction. And quite frankly, it's super fun to have my daughter over for sleepovers. It's just a lot of fun. I'm just the intern. What chat or was it here that was always flirting with the Omnidog? That was Max and Bar during my 7,000 subscriber book giveaway. Is this directed towards me? Same, you are an amazing soul and like you around. If you're talking about me, thank you. If you're talking about somebody else, who is it? Read Hickman first 12 issues of X-Men, but after that seemed to get too convoluted with a bunch of other writers I don't care about. That's fair. Just doesn't Sideshow send you those to review? Cough. Yeah, sure. I wish. No, I do not have that kind of pull. Wait. Oh, it's sold out. Sideshow Red Sonja with a sword. There you can see what she looks like, or you can buy it from me for $15,000. Was that the last one? No. Thanks, James. I was expecting closer to $1,000, but still out of my broke ass price range. They were expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Cycle agrees with me 100%. Josh, what do you mean, man? Organic price books, code Omnidog, $2 off. And if you splash out for 3 books and ship them together, you get 5% off. That's like a huge extra discount. Come on, buddy. Yeah, I had the first 2 trades of Miles by Ahmed. I thought it was fine. I wonder if his Ms. Marvel Kamala Khan will get an omnibus. I wonder why Marvel slowed down her collections in OHC. I wish everything was released in OHC. Oh, yeah, we are going to try and get an extra. I'm due to send the invoice in. Well, it's due today, but nobody's going to be there until Wednesday. I'll ask about an Omnibros code. Thank you, James. That's a good reminder. I'm not a fan of either his Ms. Marvel or Miles MM40. His Black Bolt and Exiles are perfect, but those 2 actually had structure and were going somewhere. LOL. Exiles? Do I have that? I don't think I have that. Ahmed. Freddie, you are so bad for me. Oh my gosh. Ahmed Exiles. Oh my gosh, you're terrible for me. No one promised the Discord. I don't even know what the Discord's supposed to be. Yes, I had coffee with her yesterday, and she wants to be on this month. We're working on a topic. I don't think she's not gaining any traction on that comic book, but she loves the idea of coming back and interacting with people and talking to them. She's a people person. I am not. So she loves to engage with people, and I think she finds this kind of arena really interesting to her. So she's kind of fascinated by it. She'll be on, I would guess, 2 weekends from now. Wait, what's next week? The 8th? Then the 17th? No. Wait. Today's the 1st. So then there's the 8th. Then there's the 15th, 22nd. I'm guessing she might be on the 22nd. I bet you would, buddy. Worst part of Rogue Tiger, I'm a huge Miles fan, and so pre-ordered that stupid Omni, regardless knowing I dislike it. Oh, dear. Hulk hate, like button. Hulk smash. Oh, yeah, please hit the like button for me. That's a good point, Joel. Thank you. Look at Josh being nice to you. I didn't snub him. Don't bring that up, Roguish Type. It was not a snub. He should not take it personally. I love his book. I'm going to read the rest of it that I have. Besides the book, I have all the chapters in my panels comic reader on my, thanks to Jake who figured out how to get it on my iPad. Yes, she's coming. Yes, she's very much coming here. Mega Shrimser, how's it going? Gosh, it's late where you are, isn't it? It's really late. I still will sell a kidney for the J. Scott Campbell, Gwen, MJ, and Felicia statues behind you. Kidney, huh? Wow, I don't know what I'd do with a kidney. Oh, Freddie, I never knew Ahmed did anything with Exiles. I'm out of a loop on certain things. It's really fun. I recommend you can go in without the OG series too. Yeah, but she found it interesting, but her life, things happen really fast there. If my wife's a busy bee, Tracy's a way busier busy bee. She has friends everywhere, knows everybody. She's a people person, man. She knows everybody in this community. I just don't think she's had the time to sit down and really get into it. So that's why I think she wants to come on and just chat and not have homework. I don't think it really. I don't think she has the time to get into it. Plus, her kids are, here back for the summer and stuff. So she's, busy with them and things. Does Tracy want to come on and discuss the 2023 summer haute couture line from Chanel? I feel like, didn't you? I feel like Cycles brought this up before, but not in regards to Tracy. Yeah, no, James, the first person to call her a MILF, you time them out. That is not going to be allowed. I bought a book and I want to read the rest of the I want to read the rest of the book that I have. It's not your fault, Rick Ray. She looked at it and decided she thought it was interesting. You know, I offered to loan her my copy of Days of Sand, which I think is probably an easier to get into book, but she still wants to keep trying that book. I just don't think she has. I don't think she has the time to sit down. That's a couple hour read at least, and I just don't see her as having a couple hours right now. She is go, go, go. Okay, I have it set up for tomorrow or not. It's all good as long as you're good. Oh, okay. Okay, Freddie, let's hope I'm okay. She seemed to, oh yeah, she had a blast. Oh, you mean the MILF thing? I didn't dig it. So no, I don't want anyone calling her a MILF. I don't, no, that's not respectful. How is it the most booktubers and those watching are so hung up with everything Marvel? I know that Marvel's the biggest publisher, but in my opinion, that do not count for much. Not trying to be insulting. I don't know. I like DC. I like independent books. I like Josh Greathouse's book a lot. I like everything. So other booktubers, you shouldn't be watching them. You should only be watching me. Anyway. Okay, Roguish Type is talking to Josh here about his great book called Bang. Jess, I commented on an old video of yours from years ago with the Omni Pups. I asked if you kept in touch with those guys. That was a nice show. Do you know how they are? They seem nice. Yeah, actually, we've sort of, we don't really talk that much anymore. There's less hunting for books that we all used to really love to do. You know, life gets busy. The pandemic happened. And our chat has sort of suffered from it. We don't really stay that much in touch. Titus wasn't on that show because he couldn't be, but he's the one that always has been telling me to go to Heroes Con. So if I go next year, I will hook up. He was an original Omnipup, but he wasn't on that show. They all are very nice people. I've met up with Raleigh and Eric, and I'd love to meet up with Kemi. He seems just like the greatest guy. As far as I know, they're all okay, but life happens, and the pandemic sort of, and then all the reprints. There's hardly any whales for us to hunt for anymore. Jess, you can't call her a MILF? We have standards. Tracy, give this man whatever he wants. Any book that person wants. Well, it's possible. There's a new monster cereal coming out. So that needs to be bought from Target in September. It's like Queen Caramella or something. It's like a caramel flavored monster cereal, and they're doing Monster Mash with her flavor in it. What is the name of that cereal? One of you knows. I could do a taste test with my wife in September because we'll have been dieting for like 4 months then, and that won't kill us. So yeah, we'll do a cereal tasting with Mrs. Omnidog. A cool chick I'd like to hang out with. She is fun to hang out with. That cup of coffee I had with her was a lot of fun. Your old cereal shows are fun. Maybe Tracy could do a cereal show. Oh, that's a good idea. That is a great idea, Mr. Awesome. She'd have a blast at that. What a great idea. Oh, what a great idea. That is what we should do. Yes. Good idea. 100%. Yeah, they were great. So true. I think Marvel killed the whole whale hunting game. Now there's still trades that are out there that are very hard to find, but they are so hard to find now. I don't even know how you could get them. I mean, books from like 2000, trades from like 2012 and stuff. I don't even know how you could get a hold of those. They've all been sold. I doubt they're sitting in LCSs anymore. So there are still a lot of trades that are out of print. Carmella Creeper Monster. Thank you, Nman40. Oh, no, I never said that. I said I'm on a diet for right now. In September, for the cereal show, I'll have sugar with Tracy, and that'll be it. Oh, my gosh, that is such a great idea, Mr. Awesome. That is something she will get so excited for. Wait, no, Yummy Mummy I didn't see on the list. I saw that they were hyping up. I don't even think Fruit Brut's coming back out. They were hyping up Carmella Creeper to put in with Monster Mash. If Yummy Mummy comes out, I'm getting 40 boxes of it and stashing it because it is the greatest cereal ever. Even better than Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's a statement. I already have cereal thumb made for you in the Google link. But does it taste, but is it, I need it to, we may need to alter it to be like, to feature Tracy. It is like Apple Jacks. You ever try Magic Spoon cereal that YouTubers are always hawking? Magic Spoon cereal. No. YouTubers are always hawking it? I don't know. I mean, you know, one of the greatest comic book creators of all time is Hugo Pratt. Do you know any of his series? I know Corto Maltese, which I have like 12 volumes of or whatever. Likewise, I read TBK 7 of Lazarus, and it was fantastic. Absolutely not. James, bring up Jess saying no more sugar for the year. Did I say no more for the year? Oh my gosh. It's almost, oh my God, I've been on for, it's only 3 hours. That's not that bad. Lars, you understand a lot of Corto Maltese is out of print in the States, but yes, Hugo Pratt is essential reading. Didn't clip that. If he didn't clip it, did it actually happen? Now is now a good time to announce that Jess will be receiving the Goiter Plus box before next weekend? Yes. Yeah, Magic Spoon is supposed to taste like the unhealthy cereals, but actually be healthy. Pricey, though. I don't watch any other YouTube except for maybe Taskmaster clips that my daughter sends me, so I don't know about Magic Spoon. And I'm caught up. Right. Except now it's pretty much my time to go to sleep. So peace and love. Peace and love. Freddie, I will talk to you and we'll see if we can get something together. I bet. Peace and love. Peace and love. I love the chat tonight, except for that one guy. Freaking fricker. But the chat was great tonight. We had a lot of fun. I really appreciate everybody sticking around for all 3 hours. This was a ton of fun, and we talked about dumb ideas, and we also talked about lots of fun, lots of this, lots of that. So I think that'll do it for tonight. Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you all for watching. Thanks to anybody watching it afterwards. Thanks to Organic Price Books for their codes. Peace and love. Peace and love. And I'm going to use our song. I think Jess did that 30 for 30 diet in January 2019. I don't think you ever heard it. Do you have a reaction for anything after that? that was Whole30, and basically it's just plants and protein. We're trying to cut out all processed foods and just eat plants and protein. So it really worked for me. That's why I'm back on it. Just plants and protein. So yeah, good memory, MM40. So I am going to use the theme song to play us out. Really appreciate it, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. I love doing this. It makes me feel better all the time. Peace and love.
Baturday, Baturday, Omnidog and the Minister of Comics. Talk forever, get right your ergonomics. Taking questions from the chat. With a name like that, you think they talk more about the bad.